Now, for the best 2 hours in radio, it's time for the Varsity Radio Show. Here's your host, Seth Henniger.
Man, we are so excited to be here with you on
Boom
the
shakalaka.
Varsity Radio Show.
We're here.
Fun things happen. Fun things.
A lot of fun things.
Yeah, and what makes this so fun is always, I think, the people in the room with me.
Oh, yeah.
And today's
of course.
No exception, because
no
today
exceptions given.
I have, straight from Secret Life of Pets, Duke the dog with me.
What?
Come on, somebody.
Duke the dog.
Come on, somebody.
You know,
Also known as Jordan McDaniel.
Jordan McDaniel.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm also known as Duke the dog, which is from
It's more important.
Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah,
This is a nickname
yeah.
that just got put on me because
the
apparently,
great one, Steven
yeah,
gave it to.
yeah. Apparently, I sound just like Duke the dog.
There's
from
no apparently
Secret
to it.
Life of Pets. I don't personally hear it, but everyone else who you say, doesn't he sound like Duke the dog?
Well, you were looking it up before the.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, you always hear yourself differently, so
Yeah.
you know, I don't. I'm like, I kind of sound like him, but yeah, everyone else is like, oh my gosh, you sound just like him, and I'm not even putting on a voice. I'm not even trying.
Yeah.
I'm just talking.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think that's impressive.
it is. I'm an impressive person, and I didn't even know it. I didn't even know I was an impressive person, but here I am being impressive.
Hey, I also want to introduce the man who's pushing the buttons, sliding the sliders, making all the fun things go down so well. Our good friend, the Willy Wonka Radio, Steven Spiegel.
Steve-O!
What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. We got a really good show lined up. We're talking flag football today.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
This is exciting stuff, guys.
Steve-O.
Historic first season.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is great.
Come on, Albertville will be in here. We're gonna have so much fun.
Albertville in the house.
Faye and Kelsey will be here, and they're gonna be a lot of fun. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. And let's start with some fun with some meme of the week.
Meme of the week.
Memes of the week.
Whoa.
And Jordan was so good to send me these this week, and they were so appropriate and hilarious. It's a picture of Stone Cold Steve Austin. We are not advertising nor condoning anything he does, but it's perfect. It's got milk pouring from everywhere, and it says Santa after his 8,735th glass of milk on Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
right?
that's a lot of milk. You ever done the gallon challenge, Seth?
It's been a long time, but yes.
You cannot drink a
Yes.
gallon of milk without puking it up.
No.
It just,
Steven,
it's
have you
just
done that?
impossible.
You've been a youth pastor.
I've never been able to get it all down and keep it down. So,
Yeah, you can't do it.
You know-
You're gonna puke it up.
The first
it's
time I
impossible.
ever saw that, it was
Yeah.
during summer camp. I'm
It's so
like,
gross, man.
it's bad already.
Yeah, it's so
But
gross.
it's 80,000 degrees, and you want me to drink a gallon of milk.
I keep thinking of Will Ferrell. Milk was a bad choice.
Yeah. And speaking of Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
when your boss expects you to actually work in the month of December, and it's
Yeah. I
him
remember.
trying coffee for the
Yeah.
first time in Elf.
Yeah, he looks sad, and he is sad because, you know, December is meant for us to just hibernate.
Right.
December should be meant for, you know.
It would be nice.
The British do the holidays, and
Yeah,
their
yeah.
holidays are
Yeah.
like for like a month.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, oh, they're on holiday or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
That's what the month of December should be. That should be our giant holiday. We already called it the holiday season.
You're cracking me up. There's a wrapped
Yeah.
drum set.
Clearly a drum
A
set.
drum
which-
set. It says, I hope it's a dog.
By the way, I just need to say, the person who wrapped that drum set has some
amazing.
serious talent.
Steven, you did that, didn't you?
Yeah, Steve-O.
I don't even think I could pull that one off.
Was that
Steve-O.
Oompa Loompas or was that your work?
Definitely the Oompa Loompas.
Okay, yeah.
That was some of those youth
fantastic.
workers you were telling me
Yes!
about. You said, I need you to wrap this drum set.
Yes, this is
oh, yeah,
hilarious.
I love this one.
Cat.
Cats in the tree. Long story. Just pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. I like that. And then there is, I don't even know who he is.
That's Christian Bale.
Yes, okay, I know.
And
With a scary face.
Well, he's kind of like doing that. Ooh, yeah, like
Oh, yeah, like
when you're wrapping Christmas presents
I like
and the
that.
scissors start to glide. It's so satisfying
Yes.
when those scissors just glide on that wrapping
Yes.
paper.
And then
it's
this
just
one,
satisfying.
what is it? Weird
Oh,
Al?
yeah.
Is that Weird Al?
That's not Weird Al. I don't think.
Ugly sweater?
Yeah, that's just a. What are you talking about? That's just a handsome young man.
For
Seth.
all of you who forgot your gifts this Christmas,
For all you men,
You
really.
should try this one.
Yeah.
On Christmas Eve, I'm going to place myself under the tree so my family can see that I'm the only gift they need.
That's wonderful. That's the true spirit of Christmas
I'm
right
doing
there.
it. I'm trying it.
Yeah, put it like, especially when your wife walks in the room. Oh, honey,
Here I am.
I'm glad you're here.
You're welcome.
I'm right here, and I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, it's so
What, you want me
funny.
to sleep on the couch? What? What about?
Yeah, stay away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Steven, is that your plan this Christmas?
Well,
He doesn't want to give it away.
Will that
I
work
don't wanna
for
give-
Cassie?
I need some music for that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, we are so excited. We got 5 minutes, and we're gonna have FCA moment of the week.
Whoa. Is Candy here?
She will be.
Candy
She will
Cane.
be.
So,
Well,
all right.
actually, not her, Carter. But anyway.
Oh, Carter.
Anyway, hey, we're gonna go to some music, but come on over to at Varsity Radio Show.
Boom, boom, boom.
Watch the live feed.
Boom, boom, boom.
Here's NF, just like you.
Just in case my car goes off the highway, or the plane that I get on decides that it's my last.
I've never heard that song.
Powerful music, so good. I like that weird. It looks like Weird Al. Just
It looks.
That's hilarious.
He's just a. I mean, that's just a good. That's just a man who knows
you.
what his strengths are.
I know what the song needs to be playing in the background, Steven.
I believe in miracles.
All
Wait
I
for-
want for Christmas is you. Right?
With that picture,
With that picture.
that's the thing that nightmares are made
Oh.
of.
Right?
All I want for
I'm just saying.
Christmas is
I'm
you.
just saying.
Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, eat your heart out. What if Mariah Carey looked like that, but could sing like how Mariah Carey
she
sings?
would not be booked the way.
Yeah,
that she's
probably
been
not get
booked
booked.
in the past.
Yeah. Probably
but,
not.
So, okay, this week starts Christmas tradition stuff, right?
It does,
So,
yeah.
Tell me about some of your Christmas traditions that you're looking forward to.
Some of my Christmas traditions.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we're having the. My mom passed away a few years ago, but we still get together with my mom's side of the family
Okay.
and do a big Christmas party,
Nice.
and that's happening this weekend.
Come on.
And we always do a big ornament exchange, and the ornament exchange it gets competitive.
Wow.
There are some ornaments that people really strive for. Now, I always like the ugly stuff.
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah.
I like the thing. I'm like, oh, I got it, and no one ever wants it. But I'm glad I got this. This is mine. I get to keep it. One time, I got a Christmas pickle, which I don't.
Yeah.
get why-
We got one of those.
I don't know why that's a thing, but no one else wanted it, and I was like, I can. All right,
I'll
cool.
take the Christmas pickle.
I'll take the Christmas pickle ornament.
Steven, do you have a Christmas pickle?
I don't, but I know the tradition behind it.
I don't know what is the tradition.
You have to
behind it?
hide the
You
pickle.
hide it?
You hide it, and the first person to find it, they get to open their gift first.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I did not know
like
that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, what do you
That's
know?
what we'll do. I thought it was a special gift,
I'm-
so now my kids are going to be the first to open a present.
Yeah,
So I don't have to give them an extra gift. Okay.
yeah, that's what you got to do.
Good idea, Steven.
You're
Way to go. And then Saturday, you're talking about your
Yeah.
weekend. Saturday is my favorite day of the year. It is my mom's side Christmas party
Yeah,
at my uncle's house.
rock and roll. Where's your
For
uncle
which
live?
he lives. It's not where he lives. It's what he does. At this here party.
This party, partay.
Yes,
It's probably
and
more the
so,
accurate term.
I just want you to imagine right here. So you're hanging out with
Yeah.
my family, which would
Set-
be quite fun.
Set the
It would be
scene.
quite fun.
Set the scene.
And you walk in the door and you're instantly
walking in.
served.
Served?
Instantly served. About this big, full of shrimp. Okay. Just
Whoa.
shrimp? That's what I'm
Shrimp?
saying. Yes. So while you're waiting for the main course, my uncle's constantly popping out shrimp on skewers.
Here's some shrimp, son.
Yeah.
Here's some shrimp.
Yeah.
Take some shrimp.
So
I mean,
there's
yeah.
that.
I mean, I love shrimp.
And so you're hanging out, you're eating shrimp, and then it's barbecue and wonderful, glorious desserts and
Ah.
a little bit of heaven.
A good time is had by all.
Yes.
Yeah, I love my my mom's side of the family. We call it the Worthington Christmas because my mom's maiden name was Worthington.
Yeah.
The Worthington Christmas, and we have ourselves a grand old time. And then Christmas Eve comes up, and we hang out with my dad's side of the family. And then Christmas morning comes, and this is our second Christmas with a child.
With child.
With child. Last Christmas, George was only like 3 months old, so he was.
Yeah, he'll enjoy it this year.
Well, yes, he will enjoy it, but I still don't think he understands anything that's going on.
He's not going to start asking for stuff yet.
Yeah, he's still just. I mean, he's still just mesmerized by the tree. Just looks at it, and
I like that.
He's a cute little fella.
I like it when it's like that.
Yeah, I like it too. He's a sweet little boy.
Yeah,
he's a good boy.
Steven, you got any Christmas traditions coming up soon?
Not that I can think of. We already put up the Christmas tree, so
that's your tradition.
Yeah, that's it, basically.
That's rock and roll, though. I like the simple.
My wife's been talking about going and seeing a bunch of lights, though. We've already been up to the Arab City Park, and we should be going, I think, over to Coleman. In Coleman City, they've got a bunch of lights over there. So
really?
Yeah. Check that
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think she wants to go to the Tinsel Trail up in Huntsville.
Yeah, the
Big
Tinsel
Spring
Trail
Park.
in Huntsville's really, really popular.
And I was
bunch of trees.
I was surprised to see that, the backside of the mountain over, I think it's Carl T. Jones Parkway. There's a lot of cliffs over there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they used to decorate the trees over there with ornaments and lights. So as traffic passes by, they get a little Christmas cheer. And I remember when I was working in TV, they'd send me over there to shoot video of that every year, but it seems like it's dwindled more and more. The city kept getting on to people for littering by putting ornaments on those trees.
How dare you, city?
I know, right? It's one of those traditions I really love.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
What's the Nakalula Falls?
Preposterous.
Nakalula Falls is fun.
It's
That's a good one.
gorgeous.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes.
Nakalula Falls is a good time.
Get it, Nakalula.
Naka.
Food,
We used to, so when we were
falls.
kids, we used to call it Hockaloogie. And I don't mean to be disrespectful to Nakalula, but we definitely did call it Hockaloogie Falls
Yeah.
because we'd go to the falls and we'd Hockaloogie.
There you go.
It was a good time. Good time had by all.
Good time had by all.
So is your only tradition with your
No.
mom's side of the family? Okay.
No, so that's my favorite one because then they do Dirty Santa, and then my uncles and aunts, if they ever start to talking about their childhood,
Yeah.
I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. It's
We,
quite wonderful to be
Yeah.
honest.
we played. Go ahead.
No, they're talking about how terrible the steak was that my grandfather made. I mean, it's just hilarious.
We played Dirty Santa this last Sunday with the youth at our youth
I
Christmas
love Dirty
party,
Santa. I love
and it was a
Dirty
lot of
Santa.
fun.
Zooming.
But he we played, and it always Dirty Santa always takes a little bit to get going because I feel like everyone's afraid to steal.
Yes, yeah, especially at
And
church.
then when that first item gets stolen,
yes.
then it gets really fun.
What is your price limit for youth Christmas party?
I did it $10 this year.
Oh,
I did it $10.
yeah, you went up.
Yeah, I think next year I might even do 15. I might go crazy and go do 15.
Hey!
Because some people, it was $10, price limit, but some people brought like $15 Dunkin' Donuts gift cards and stuff. I'm like, hey, if they're willing to spend $15, might as well make it $15.
You know, my thing is, let's do 5. And if you don't have the money, grab the nearest object that you're ready to get rid of in your room and wrap it.
What I did is for my gift that I gave, it's not really a Dirty Santa gift because it was just so majestic and beautiful.
Majestic.
I took a picture of myself when I was 3 years old, and I was doing the hand under the fist as a 3-year-old.
I remember those.
And
wait! It was in Kmart, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. And so it was like my preschool picture or whatever, and I printed out an 8x10 and I autographed it. I just wrote to my number one fan and autographed it.
Oh my
and
gosh.
let me
Did
say
people
this.
fight over it?
Oh yeah, of course. The youth were
hilarious.
just enamored. They
I'm
just
gonna
were
do
like,
that.
there
That's
was-
my gift this year.
Yeah, there were tears shed
That was genius.
because they couldn't get it. Actually, the first girl opened it up. Her face was like, "What? Why? Why does this exist? Why did you do this to me?" And I told her, I was like, now listen, I know we said a $10, gift limit, but in reality,
this is priceless.
in a few years, this is going to be worth millions of dollars. That autograph right there is going to be worth millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And so, but she didn't seem to think that.
She's looking at everybody in the room saying, "Please steal this. Please steal it."
It went really well. We had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
Part of my youth games in the past when I was in the youth group, and I would be begging certain people, "Please steal this."
Yeah.
I would be talking people into taking
this
things.
poor kid. Oh man, I feel so bad for him. He, generally, even if you don't necessarily like your gift, there's at least some value to it.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
your poster.
Yeah. Well, millions.
Steven he made a poster of himself and signed it for Dirty
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
But this one kid, I don't know who brought these items, but there were these 4, when you go to like the hibachi grill or whatever, and they have those little tiny little bowls, those little square bowls where they pour the little yum sauce in or whatever.
Yes.
He got 4 of those little bowls. And I was like, I didn't say this out loud, but in my mind I was like, how is this a gift? Who thought of that?
You didn't spend $10
you did
on
not
that.
spend $10. I know you did it. Who did this? But at the same time, it was really funny because poor kid, he was almost begging, like offering money. Please take this.
Will you please?
Poor Eli. Love you, Eli. Sorry you got that.
Hey guys, about 40 seconds, and then let's do some Charburger and B&B video games. We'll hit another song and get back
Carter's
into it.
trying to call in, but he doesn't.
Trying to
have
call?
He doesn't have the link, so I'm trying to give it to him.
Okay, great.
He thought he did, but
All right.
Carter.
25 seconds will come up. Let you guys do some Charburger
All right.
and B&B.
you.
I'm gonna do Charburger.
You can do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just you can't tell him to go there. but
Yeah,
you
no
can tell him.
calls to action, but you can
Yeah.
talk about what's on the
I
screen.
forgot to tell you that.
Okay, well, good, because I would have been like, hey, let's go.
Loves us because he has given us the Holy Spirit to fill our hearts with his love.
What's up, everybody? Back here with the varsity. I'm here to tell you about the delicious, the amazing Charburger off Alabama Highway 69 in Gville, as it's called. Delicious. I had a bacon cheeseburger today, and it was phenomenal.
I saw you cry a little bit.
I did. I shed just
There were
a
tears.
tiny little tear over that bacon cheeseburger. And those onion rings, oh my goodness. It
Giant.
is so good.
Giant.
Well, we want to thank the Charburger for sponsoring us. You guys are awesome.
Really.
And of course, B&B Video Games in Albertville next to Pizza Hut. There is a video game and retro super awesome store in the front and an arcade in the back. It is business in the front, party in the back.
It's the Marshall County mullet business.
It's the Marshall County mullet. I love it.
Yeah.
Next to Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
This place is awesome. I'm telling you, you can. It was last week we gave away like a 5-person.
It's gonna happen at the end of the day.
Woo woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to. We have like 5 tickets to go to the arcade.
Yeah.
It is awesome. Great place. And I mean,
So much fun.
what more do you want in a day? Like
That's
I
right.
mean, just go there and hang out for a whole day, and you've had yourself an awesome day.
And there's a Pizza Hut beside it.
There's a Pizza Hut.
I mean, all of a sudden, if you're from the '80s, you're back there.
Yeah, man.
It happened again.
And
Hey.
and the guy who runs it. Oh gosh, what's his name?
Steven?
His name is, let's see.
He
Hold on.
I
He
can't
went
remember.
to where
I
we
know him.
were.
Isn't
Oh,
it,
no.
Lion? Jeff Lion? Is it Jeff?
Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think so.
Jeff.
Yeah.
I think it's
Amazing.
Jeff. Yeah.
Amazing.
Super cool guy. He's done a lot of stuff.
Yes, he has.
He has done a lot
He's
of stuff.
fantastic.
And he's got a lot of stories.
Yes,
you can
he
listen to that man talk all day. He's
Yes.
super cool.
Hey, that's B&B Video Games. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, and hopefully FCA will be with us.
Yep.
FCA.
All right. Tell you what, I'm feeling like I need a little rhythm in my life. This is Elevation Rhythm with Aki Astoy. This thing has really got a beat to it. So turn it up, dance along, and come on back. We'll have some FCA moment of the week. I'm looking at, he's sitting in his car right now, guys.
Carter Duncan.
Yeah, there he is.
So much fun. That's some good music right
Yeah, it
there.
is.
I
It's good
like
stuff.
that. That's a get
Carter, what's up, my friend?
get my rhythm going.
Carter.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's coming
Carter.
along.
Duncan.
Hey, can y'all hear me all right?
There he is.
What's up, Carter?
Hey.
Man, that beard makes you look 10 years older.
Man, I get to grow it out for my winter coat this time of year. I'm hoping I can get it long enough before Coach Ken says anything to enjoy the cold months.
I like the beard. It looks good.
I was hoping you'd grow it like ZZ Top style.
Man, I maybe one day. I'm not sure I got the genes for that right now. You know.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
about the upper limit before it starts looking rough.
If I grow my beard out any longer than this, my wife says I look like a mountain man, and I just came out from like the mountains, and
Wow.
and I'm like,
I
it's
get
really,
stuff, man.
Yeah.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
When you have a wife and she'll tell you what
It's
she
like
thinks.
respect the beard, honey.
Right.
Respect the beard.
You know, a funny story, Carter. My wife wanted me to cut my beard the first time I tried to grow it, and then I went 2 weeks being lazy, and I got ready to cut it, and she's like, "Don't you dare cut that!" And I haven't been able to cut it since. What's happening?
Man, oh man. See, the only good part about cutting it is getting to grow it back out again. You know, that's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'm afraid if I cut it, I'm gonna grow it back, and there's gonna be more gray hair than
That
there
is
already is. And
gonna happen.
that is eventually gonna happen to me.
They say to accentuate the beard, though, in order to get all the straight lines above, that you can use the wax. Put
Beard
the wax
wax.
down. Not,
Yeah.
What? What'd you say?
You said beard wax?
No, just wax. Yeah, wax.
Or just
Not-
wax? Just wax?
To wax
Turtle
all the
wax.
other hair,
Oh,
hair
okay.
off.
Turtle wax this bad boy.
So it creates and on your ears and in your nose holes and all that stuff. I've not
Nose
had it
holes.
done. It looks very painful.
yeah, I don't
But,
know if I would.
Are you saying we should scream like little girls?
Yeah.
Having it.
I mean,
Man.
you probably would. We got
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 seconds, guys.
All right.
We'll do some FCA moment of the week. Put us on a brief hold.
The FCA moment of the week.
Carter Duncan in the house.
Whoa,
Well,
what?
through the Zoom, he's actually sitting in his car. I see currently in his back seat there is a cowboy hat
Yeah.
hanging out.
One
right
of the
there.
treasures you got back there,
Yeah,
Carter.
that's nice, Carter.
When you're working with FCA, you have to be ready for any moment at any time. So
Yeah.
in the back of my car right now, I could start a pop-up dinner. You know, I could
Yeah,
start
yeah,
a game of dodgeball. I could start a game of
Yes.
kickball. It's just anything at any time. Got to be ready for it.
He's got a miscellaneous car back there. It's-
I mean, yeah, you have
I'm
to be
sure, I'm
you have to
sure.
be a man of many trades.
Yeah,
Jack of all
yeah.
trades, as they say.
yeah.
Very true. Very true.
So, Carter, tell us what's going on in the wonderful world of Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Man, there's so much going on right now, which is crazy because it feels like in a lot of ways things are dying down for the semester. So it's my first time on here, so if anyone hasn't heard before, I'm doing campus ministry, and right now, end of the semester, finals week's going on. So huddles are dying down on campus right now. Some of them are having end-of-the-year celebrations with their leadership teams and things like that, gearing up for next semester, but we are already gearing up for the camp season. We're super excited about that. We're in our process of getting interns signed up and ready to roll for the summer. We have an internship interest meeting in February 6th. So high school students going into their junior and senior year, we would love to have them come out and serve with us this summer and get trained up in how to share the gospel on their campuses and their communities, on their teams and their families. It's a great summer, super fun, lots of fun, and they grow a lot. So you know anybody interested in that, high school students, they can go to our social media pages, Northeast Alabama FCA, or our website, northalabamafca.org. Find out all about that, get ready for that. We actually have interns that we had this past summer that are leading. We've been seeing great things through them. Noah and Daniel were two of our interns this past summer, and they both got to share their testimonies in their small groups at church this week. And so I got to
That's awesome.
see some videos of that and see the way that they're leading even outside of their huddles at school, outside of their teams. They're even taking it to their church and being able to share their testimonies, something that neither of them really knew how to do. But when they started this summer, but they got plugged in with the internship program, learned how to share their testimony, and now they're able to share it with their friends and their small groups.
That is awesome.
So good. So, internship meeting. Also, there's one other thing if you're a coach, right? Carter, what's coming up in January?
And the Coach Spouse Timeout Weekend is right around the corner, January 13th through 15th, which is at the Embassy Suites in downtown Huntsville. And it's a time for coaches to get away from the coach grind. You know, it's a very, very difficult profession, especially during the season when it seems like they never have a moment of free time. And so relationships and their spouse relationship can get strained during that time. We want a weekend where they can take a step back and they can relax together, they can grow together, they can be encouraged in their marriage. So coaches and spouses, we'd love to see you coming out for that. It's January 13th through 15th. You can head to our website as well for more details on that. It's a great weekend to really get away from it all and get closer to each other.
Wow.
Rock and roll.
And I was kind of excited to see the PLT info is already up. It's out there, man. My
Oh,
goodness, you guys got keynote speaker Tim Tebow coming?
Woo-woo!
Tebow's going to be in the house. We're very, very excited to have him back with us.
Timmy Tebow.
Wow. You got some KB going to be there, worship with North Point Worship, and a conference speaker, Dr. Jay Strack. Man, this is looking like a blast.
It's going to be an absolute blast. We're pumped for it already.
Very good.
Wow, Carter Duncan's going to be there too. So
Yeah, that's
There
why
you
I
go.
want to. That's why I want to go.
There you
to Carter
go.
That's
Duncan.
true.
there you go.
Compare beards.
That's right. That beard is beautiful, Carter. Thank
It's a
you
beautiful beard.
so much for calling and give us your time.
Hey, absolutely. I'm glad I could join y'all.
Absolutely.
Man, you
Thanks,
have
Carter.
fun. See you later.
See you, buddy.
See y'all.
Good to see you, Carter.
He's trying to find the.
Yeah, dude. Hey, that
was
get the
funny.
shackles
I
off my
like
feet
to-
so I can dance. That's an old Mary
It
Mary
is.
song.
You remember Mary Mary?
Yeah, that's old Mary
amazing.
Mary, son.
That's actually a newer song. Lecrae and YK Osiris. It's called
Yeah.
"Set Me Free."
Well,
They're sampling it.
Yeah,
They're
that's
sampling the old
sampling
track.
it. Yeah,
Yep.
that's cool.
Isn't that
I
crazy?
remember Mary Mary.
Yeah, get the shackles on my feet.
There's
so
another
I can
one
dance.
they sample called "Let It Rain"
Let it
by
rain.
Bizzle, and man, that thing hits. When the bass hits,
Let it
oh my
rain.
gosh!
Open
I
the
haven't.
floodgates.
I haven't listened to Lecrae in a very long time.
Yeah.
Not because of lack of interest. I just hadn't listened to it.
You're sad.
I am a sad person, apparently.
No Lecrae, no smiles.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's what people say. If you don't listen to Cray, you're not smiling
No
ever.
Lecrae, no smiles. No smiles. Speaking of no smiles, kind of sad news. I didn't get
Yeah.
this out here. Mike Leach
Mike Leach,
passed away.
what a coach.
The funniest interview I've ever
Yeah,
seen in
yeah.
my
He was
life.
great.
In my life,
That is
Mississippi
great.
State, but I don't even know. Did you hear anything? I knew he was in the hospital. I didn't know
So,
anything was really.
I have a couple friends who graduated from Mississippi State, and at our old church we had some friends who their daughter is going to Mississippi State. She's attending right now,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so I saw it pretty much as soon as it happened that he. But they didn't release that he had a heart attack. They just said that he had a medical emergency
yeah,
and he'd be rushed to the hospital and to pray for him. And so, we did.
yeah.
And apparently it was a massive heart attack that
Mm.
ultimately took his life. He had complications with that.
That guy. I don't know if y'all have ever watched any
Oh,
of his interviews.
he was hilarious, man.
90% of the time they had nothing to do with football.
Yeah. He was just one of those dudes, man, who just could captivate a room.
He
Like,
was hilarious.
He's just one of those guys who could just by speaking, just by opening his mouth,
serious
he
as
could
can be too.
captivate a room, and
Yeah.
everybody in the room is listening. And usually,
About crazy stuff.
yeah, usually you want your sports journalist to take it kind of seriously and ask serious questions.
Yeah.
But these sports journalists are like, "Do you believe in Bigfoot?"
Yeah.
Just to
Yeah.
get Mike Leach
Yeah.
going on something.
Yeah. Didn't he do an interview on candy corn?
I'm sure he did. I'm sure you could probably say, "Didn't Mike Leach do this?" And I bet you he did.
I bet he did.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
but he was quite the coach. I remember when he was the Texas Red Raiders coach, and they had Michael Crabtree, and they beat who they
Texas.
beat last? Yeah, the Texas, the last second, and he had that air raid offense that was just dynamo. There for
Hilarious.
season after season, and he was just also just a funny dude. He
Just a funny guy.
Just hilarious, man.
Stephen, how long do we have till clutch?
3 minutes and
3
45
minutes
seconds.
and 45
So
seconds.
we're just gonna gab, bro.
Yeah, that's cool because I was talk about this a little bit. Since we're in the sports news, the University of Alabama basketball
Okay.
is number 4
Woo!
in the. Do you ever remember the University of Alabama basketball ever?
Wait, I think you meant to post this for the football ranking.
Right,
No,
ever being this good.
No.
I-
They're really good.
I am sitting here thinking, I want y'all to realize this moment. This is the first time in my life.
I don't think they've ever been ranked this
Well,
high.
this is my first time during Nick Saban's era. where the basketball team has a higher rating than the football team.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah. Alabama
Do you know why they have that rating?
Because
they beat 2 number 1 teams.
Yes, they did.
UNC and Houston.
Yeah, they're insanely good, man.
And I sent some of this to Steven, some of the things sports people said right here. I don't even know who they are, but if you don't mind popping them up, the article is right there. Rob Douster, I don't think enough can be said about this win for Alabama. They were down by 15 points in the second half on the road against the number 1 team in America, the toughest team in America, and they scored 52 points in 17 minutes on one of the best defenses in college basketball.
How long would it take you to score 52 points?
No, we're not going to talk about it.
Just in general.
Just without anybody.
Yeah,
being
with anybody
in front
there.
of me.
I think it would take me a while. Like, okay, layups aren't included.
Right.
It's going to take me longer than 17 minutes.
And then Matt Norlander says this, whoever he is, in a span of less than 2 weeks, Nate Oates, who I thought was a fantastic hire.
Yeah.
Alabama Crimson Tide have won games over the number 1 ranked team in college basketball, UNC and Portland, in 4 overtimes, and Houston just now. Massively impressive. How impressive? First team to beat 2 number 1s prior to January 1st in almost 60 years.
I think it would take me about 60 years to score 52 points.
To score 52 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, so AP has them at number 4.
Yeah.
The coaches poll has them at number 5.
Yep.
And if they keep it up, we may see
a national championship.
Would it be the first Alabama basketball national championship? I think it would.
Yeah, it would have to be.
I think it would.
I've never heard of them winning
because we've been
basketball.
good at football.
Yeah.
But we
No,
we've never really been good at basketball. I mean, we've been all right.
Yeah.
But not this all right.
No, this would be, y'all are going to pull Florida. Back when Florida had Urban Meyer, they won in, what was their basketball coach? They won the national championship in football and in basketball. And then what's really makes you mad about Florida is Florida also had a really good baseball team. They didn't win the national championship, but they were really good at baseball too.
Alabama 2020 was like that. They had multiple national championships that you might not have heard of. Yeah. They almost won the ladies softball.
Yeah, they did.
The baseball went really far that year. The gymnastics didn't. I mean,
so for Alabama national championships, they've made 0
in basketball,
and Final Four appearances 0. Sweet 16 appearances have been 8 in 76, 82, 85, 86, 90, 91, 2000, 2004, and 2021.
Have they ever made the Elite Eight? Or is it Sweet 16 as far as they've ever gotten?
Sweet 16, that's it.
Wow.
That's what it's saying.
That just goes to show you how hard it is to make it to the Elite Eight, man.
Yeah. Let's do this clutch.
It is so hard.
All right, let's go.
All right, here we go.
The clutch moment.
All right. I am in the Christmas season, and so I thought I'd bring up, I think it's one of Jordan's favorite movies. Home Alone.
I love Home Alone.
So let's make a little twist on it. Don't leave home without it. That's what we're calling today.
Don't leave home without
right?
it. Okay.
So I love the Home Alone movie series, right? You may not, because, they set a lot of traps. They do a lot of really cool stuff. But can you imagine leaving something as significant as a kid behind as you went to another country?
Yeah.
I've forgotten things
I'd be
before.
So mortified.
But I'm a parent now.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine doing that.
That'd be one of the worst nightmares of my life.
Ever.
Yeah. Leaving my son at home.
And you're never going to live that down.
No.
So Jordan, tell me of a time where you really, really needed something, but you forgot to grab it and bring it, and you paid for not having it later.
So it was probably it wasn't. My first job was at Chick-fil-A in Roebuck.
Come on.
But
my pleasure.
I remember. Yeah. I remember when I wanted another job. It was with a guy who built pools, and he paid you cash, and he was like, "But you know, I'm just starting this, so you got to have your resume. If you don't have your resume, I'm not even gonna let you in the door." Yeah. And I'd never written a resume before, so I'm like asking my mom, how do you write a resume? She helps me. We print it out, all this stuff. She even puts it by the table, by the door, so I can remember it when I walk out the door.
Yeah.
And I totally and absolutely just forgot it and got in my car, drove 30 minutes to this guy's location. And it wasn't until I got there, I'm like, holy smokes, I forgot the resume. So I walked up and I said, hey. He said, oh, hey, man, how's it going? You got your resume? I was like, no. And he said, nope, sorry.
Wow.
Not even doing that. And so I had to go back home dejected and tell my mom I forgot my resume. Of course, she already knew because she saw it on the table by the door. And I got in massive trouble. A talk about responsibility and how you've got to remember stuff, and you're an adult.
That's a big deal.
That was a big deal.
Big deal.
I did, because it was going to be a really good job.
Yeah.
A really good job.
Yeah.
But I screwed that one up.
So this Christmas, I want to talk to you about something that, if not left behind, could truly make a significant difference in at least your perceptions and attitude this Christmas season. So here we go. Things not to leave. Number 1, peace.
Peace.
If you're a Christian, God gives us something that most people don't have that are not Christians, and it's peace. And Philippians 4:6-7 says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He's done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. So, how does Jesus give us peace, Jordan?
Well, ultimately by forgiving us of our sins. Like,
that's the big one.
Yeah, that is the big one. And if there's no other peace in any of our lives, the rest of our lives on this earth, then it's worth it, because we have peace with God the Father because our sins have been forgiven and wiped clean and will never come back on our heads ever.
Yeah.
But He also gives us peace in this life. One, we can look. The holidays can hit hard for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's hard. We've lost family members. We've lost loved ones. Or maybe your parents are getting divorced. Or there's just plenty of things that can be going wrong in your life. And you feel like you're supposed to put on a happy face, because it's the holidays, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But God gives us peace knowing that, hey, this is not the end of this.
Right.
This is one day, every tear will be wiped away from our eye. Doesn't mean that you're not going to go through suffering. In fact, I would say that suffering is a part of our holiness.
Yeah.
It's a part of what happens. But God gives us peace in spite of that suffering.
That's
God
right.
gives us peace in that suffering, knowing that, well, obviously we're forgiven. And 2, that God is working all things. We were talking about in the car. God is working all things out for our good, even if in this exact moment
it doesn't feel like it.
we don't see how this is for our good.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
And that happens so many times in the Christian faith.
Absolutely.
And then the second thing you don't want to leave home without is gratitude.
Yeah.
Because we've received the greatest gift that's ever been given, then we, in turn, should be grateful people.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
It should be a natural consequence of who we are because of what He's done, right? So why, as Christians, should we be the most grateful people on this planet?
Well, I hate to sound like a broken record.
Yeah.
But because we've been forgiven,
right,
we should absolutely be grateful.
Right.
We should have peace. We should be grateful for what Christ has done, and we should be willing to be grateful for the things we have, not the things that we don't have.
Right.
Doesn't mean that you don't strive for stuff. Obviously, if if you're not living in the best circumstances right now, there's we need to do our best to get out of that. Get yourself out of that and away from people who are going to negatively influence you. But at the same time, to not necessarily be greedy and just want anything and everything to come your way and think you're owed it because, well, I was nice. I'm a nice person. God
I deserve it.
Yeah, I deserve this.
Right.
We should be grateful for what we have and thankful. It's hard sometimes. It's hard because Christmas, let's be honest. Everyone likes getting presents under the tree. We all do. And it's fun. Yeah. It's fun, but to not let those things become an idol and become everything is very important and a good distinction for us to make. So.
Yeah, last.
Yeah.
Compassion.
Compassion, absolutely.
Compassion. Don't leave home without your compassion. Because of what Christ has done for us, we should be compassionate to those who have not caught on.
Yeah.
So what are some ways as Christians that we can show compassion to this world?
Well, preach the gospel
Yeah.
to this world. And this is something I was telling my youth about Sunday morning in Sunday school. I was like, when was the last time you've actually preached the gospel to somebody? When was the last time you actually shared the gospel? And I wasn't like going to try and embarrass them and make them raise their hands and tell me, but it just was a question I was putting out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's going to have to come a moment where you're going to actually have to open up your mouth and tell somebody about Jesus.
Yeah.
And that is the most compassionate and loving thing you can do, even if they sit there and they say, you're an idiot, I don't like you, don't talk to me,
Yeah.
or whatever else that they want to say to you. But obviously, you don't want to just preach the gospel to somebody and then be rude to them in every other aspect of your life.
Yeah.
You need to be willing to be their friend
Yes.
when times are tough, be their friend when times are good, and be willing, like we said a few weeks ago, get those meals going.
Yeah.
Get those, if they need help during Christmas, they need,
Help 'em.
Help them. If they
Yeah.
need a place to stay, give them a place to stay, be compassionate to them. But ultimately, the gospel is the most compassionate and loving thing that we can do.
Absolutely.
And we do not need to leave home without that.
Yeah.
We don't need to leave that Kevin McAllister home.
No.
No, not that
Especially
one.
if you're a parent. Don't leave your
Yeah.
kid at home while
Don't
you go
leave.
to Paris. It's
Don't
a
leave
bad
Kevin.
thing.
Don't leave Kevin McAllister, and don't leave your own child home
Yeah.
alone.
Ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marv and Harry will come over.
Hey, we're going to pray over you, God. We pray, God, that you, Lord Jesus, would help us, God, to take these things with us, Lord Jesus, to be grateful, to have peace, and be compassionate. God, touch us in such a powerful way and use us this Christmas season. In your holy and awesome name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
That music, though.
Yo.
Steven, you're going to have to make us laugh.
I think I can do that.
Steven. I sent a bunch of funny videos, too, this time, I think. So, I want to make sure we had lots to laugh about. So, this is for you, Jordan.
We do.
That's
We
for
do.
me. You just sent me a bunch of pictures.
You ever
was
seen
trying-
two monkeys have a conversation before?
Can't say that I
Not
have.
with voiceovers.
I'm telling you, bro, when I find the right stick, I'm gonna pick this lock. I'm gonna be hanging out in them trees over there.
What trees?
Over there, come look. Over there, they look.
Nobody looking.
Over there.
No, you're not.
I'm telling you, that's where I'm gonna be hanging out at.
What? Is that your breath, bro? Oh.
Is it? You smell something? What? Is it mine?
It ain't my breath.
Oh. You know what? I did run out of Listerine this morning. Man, I need to go to the store again. I got some groceries I need to pick up and everything.
You need to pick up some peppermint too, old stinky breath boy.
You got jokes. Hey, but seriously, bro, you my best friend, bro. We've been hanging strong since King Kong. You know what I'm saying, man?
Hey, get your hand off my leg, though, bro. We friends, but we ain't that friendly.
Good one, bro.
I don't play like
Yeah, okay, okay. Okay, you got me. You got me, bro, with that one.
Nice.
Good old rock star.
That never disappoints. Get your hand
That
off my
rock star.
leg.
Get your hand. I mean, that is true. So, no matter how good friends I am with somebody, if they put their hand on my leg, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. The only exception is
Only
my-
person
is
who
my
does
wife.
that
Yeah.
and gets away with it's my wife.
Yeah, yeah. If my wife wanted to put her hand on my leg, go to town
All day long.
Yeah,
But-
all day long, all day.
but
strong.
nobody else.
Nobody. Yeah, nobody else.
Nobody else.
Nobody.
Steven, nobody.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was great, Steven.
You ever notice that small dogs have like the biggest attitudes?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Chihuahuas think they're indestructible. They're 10 foot
Yes.
tall and bulletproof, right?
Yes.
Corgis, they can kind of be the same way.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
corgis.
Those
Yeah.
corgis,
Those
so
are
Fun
low
to
to the
watch.
ground.
They're
Those
fun to
little-
watch.
They'll
little-
talk some smack, but when it really comes down to it,
They're
what will they
scary.
do? What,
But a
what
Chihuahua will
happened?
keep talking smack.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
will.
And he'll bite too.
Chihuahua.
I got one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, I was thinking about this, and there's this corgi who's on a walk, and notices some chickens. He gets a little mouthy around the chickens.
Yeah.
Starts
Let's take a look
chirping.
at this.
Furthermore, y'all look at these bars right here. I had some original recipe chicken on my plate. You heard me? Wait, what do you do? Well. Look at what we got here, fellas. He ain't so tough now. He looking kind of sweet. He looking like a snap. Fresh meat on the yard.
Fresh meat on the yard.
You looking kind of sweet. Fresh meat on the yard. That's great.
Yeah, that's
That
the
one
Kev.
that one was better than Rockstar this week.
Ah, it's
Yeah.
a duel. Okay,
Like
so we love some wrestling.
Yes.
Oh,
Or
yes.
we talked
Yes,
about
we
it the
do.
past 2 weeks,
Oh,
so
yes.
I thought we need to just continue on.
NWO.
Remember
N-
the Nature Boy?
Yeah.
Oh, do
Ric
I remember
Flair?
the Nature
Yes.
Boy?
Woo!
Oh,
He really had a flair for the camera too, didn't
Yes,
he?
he
oh
did.
yes, he did.
Mhm. Yeah, he had a few lines that he liked to say from time to time, and
Nature Boy.
it's stuff kind of like this right here.
You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo!
Man,
Wow.
I tell you, no one did it better than Ric Flair.
Well,
Nobody.
I got to show you something
Uh-oh.
because
Hulk
somebody
Hogan beat him
decided to take a little inspiration from that.
Nice.
Excellent.
And they just happen to play on a
Kiss,
professional
stealing, wheeling,
football
dealing.
team,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
and they
This is-
use it to hype each other up in the locker room.
That's great.
So, can you imagine what it's like with all these guys gathered around and they're all whoo?
Yes.
It's good stuff. Here's what that looks and sounds like.
The Rolex work, diamond ring work, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Now give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Wow. Is that the Colts?
Indianapolis Colts in their locker room.
That's how I'm gonna have to break.
Woo!
I'm gonna have to break huddles in my youth group. Like, no,
Yes.
2 claps and a Ric Flair.
That's right.
That's a great
Right.
way to do it.
That
man.
is a great line.
Yeah.
2 claps
Steven,
and a
that
Ric
was
Flair.
fantastic. On so many levels.
I thought you'd like
half
it.
my kids won't even know what I'm talking about.
You
They're
know,
like, who's Ric Flair? And I have to
speaking of
educate 'em.
wrestling, I saw something this week that really caught my eye, Steven. And,
Yeah?
somebody who can do something with their neck, I don't think I've ever seen before.
It
And
just looks
so
painful.
This is just, I just want to see,
I don't
I
do
want
well
to
with-
see Duke the dog over here pull it off because I see him being able to do it.
Duke the dog
And so,
gets squeamish around these kind of
all right,
videos.
well,
It's gonna be nasty.
hold your lunch in. So
I'm
here-
calling this a neck whip.
Yeah. Ah,
My neck hurts even just
Man.
watching
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
how?
Wow.
It's like whiplash.
Wow.
I'd be in a neck brace doing that kind of stuff.
Right?
It's crazy.
You just figure his body would hit the floor. It was-
Let the bodies. let the
That's
bodies.
That's
hit
exactly where I went.
brings back a whole nother something. I don't.
Who's this gal watching? This curly haired gal? Who's she?
You
Just
know,
she's just watching
She's
it.
just, reacting
It's
to
not
it.
important.
She's just react.
You
I
can
guess
duet on
that's
TikTok.
that's a thing. I guess is reaction videos now.
Yeah.
That's something that I'm not really. I just because I always find the person watching it distracting. And I'm like, what are they doing? What are they doing?
Right.
And then I have to remember that there's such a thing as reactions.
Well, I want your reactions to these videos right here.
All right.
My son, Joseph, there I went talking to Steven like he was my son. My son, Judah, loves dinosaurs, Steven.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
He loves dinosaurs. And
Who doesn't?
I didn't know they still existed. And so I saw this the other day. This is great.
Yeah.
And it gets better. But those suits crack me up. It's so funny. Hey!
Little gallop going.
Little dinosaur riding a horse. And then this is my there it is.
Sorry. X. Bad boy. Oh, look, a deer.
Wow.
This is the best.
Max, off the couch. Off.
Good old Max. Good old Max.
Steven, you have to admit that was great.
That's pretty funny.
How much does that suit cost? That's a good thing to know.
I think it's fantastic. You know, that's one way to flirt with girls.
I think it should be in your youth group budget for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We have a
line item.
What was it? What was the budget we had last time?
Cucumbers.
Cucumbers.
We need to win $1,000
and cucumbers. Yeah, and I need to have in my youth group budget a dinosaur outfit.
Who doesn't want that?
There you go.
I can explain that expenditure away.
Of course. Yes. Also, I want you to explain this. This cracks me up. This is the second year I've seen it, but when people get extreme on their Christmas decorations.
Oh man,
this is pretty good.
This guy,
Steve-O knows what's up.
I think he went too far, Steven. I think he went a little too far.
No, it's freedom of speech. This is a way to express himself.
Well, let's show Jordan what happened.
Oh. Dun 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 dun. Oh.
Wow.
That was wonderful.
Love to answer that phone call.
That was great.
Listen, I'm sorry about that. That was a Christmas decoration.
I'm not sorry about nothing.
No.
Yeah, that's why you gotta make it like you have to make it like a green alien or something like that, so that way no one will. Well, someone will probably still think it's real. There's an alien on that roof.
So
trying to get in the chimney.
So Jordan, what is your favorite Grinch? There's 3 of them. There's the original, there's the Jim Carrey one, and then there's the 2018 one.
OG Grinch.
The OG. You like the original?
Yeah, with Thurl Ravenscroft singing.
Yeah.
He remembers the voice.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah. Steven, what's your favorite?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
He pulled off the best one.
Mine seriously is the 2018. It gets me. It's got some good stuff.
It gets
in
you.
it.
What's your favorite Christmas movie though?
It's either A Christmas Story or Elf.
Christmas Story. I think I asked you that last week. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, or Elf. But I sometimes wonder, how does the Grinch deal with his emotions? And how do you... And then I saw video evidence of how he does it, and it looks something like this. So.
And release all of those sounds that are trapped in your mind.
Sir, are you okay?
I'm a little messed up.
You know, I've seen that video a few times, and it never fails.
It's never not funny.
Yeah, it never fails to make me laugh. That's
you know, while we're on this Christmas thing, what if Elf went to the mall now? There's this guy that actually dressed up like Elf.
Oh, he'd be very popular.
He went to the mall and
Santa! I missed you so much. Oh, nice seeing you. How long have you been down from the North?
Wow.
7 days. Papa Elf sent me down here to say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody!
All right, Jingle, let's go upstairs.
This is great.
Come on, buddy, you can do it. It's okay, buddy, you got it.
Why does it seem so angry?
No, buddy, you gotta come all the way. You gotta come up. No, buddy, come on.
Good old Buddy the Elf.
You gotta love Buddy.
My brother was Buddy the Elf in Elf the play last year.
Yeah,
he was Elf. He had the full-on costume and everything. It was a little weird seeing my brother in tights, but he's one of those idiots.
That would creep me out also. And then weather has been weird lately, Steve.
Weather is always weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's been really weird, and what makes it better is who's casting the weather. When I was growing up, it was a guy named Dan Satterfield, and either of you know anything about Dan? Dan was a very animated weatherman.
Yeah.
Everybody get in the tub! Everybody cover your head! Everything. The world's coming to an end.
Good old Dan the man.
But what's better than nature casting its own weather? So This is what that would.
Sonny Flowerman here, reporting extreme wind gusts. Yet many local residents refuse to uproot. Dandelions are advised to stay inside until this storm is blown over.
Dandelions are advised to stay inside.
Those dandelions.
Yeah.
Wow.
I enjoyed that. That brought me joy. So, Stephen, that's all I got.
It brought me much joy.
But man, did you enjoy those videos?
I did. Those were great.
I brought my A game.
I think what? Yeah, there was some good A game stuff like that.
Trying.
I think that what happens with so many times is there's so many videos that.
Hey!
Hello. How are y'all?
How are you?
Oh, we just have one today?
There's two.
There's two.
Yeah. Shit,
Uh-oh.
well, it's okay. We got you.
That's what's important. We have you.
Yeah.
And your name is?
Faith Burden.
Faith Burden. I knew that. I was
you
just
are not
testing
a
you
burden.
To make sure
You're not
you
a
knew
burden.
your own name, Faith.
So, was your burger good?
It was very good. I've never eaten from that place. So.
Never
Charburger.
eaten from Charburger.
It's pretty incredible.
Good first shot, right?
Great experience.
Good. Okay. I don't want disappointment. So
Faith, are you a senior?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. That is very sweet that you call me yes. That's very sweet.
Don't
but
you
do
feel
not.
very old?
Well, I do now.
Yeah.
Don't you?
So are you 17 or 18?
17.
Okay.
I was going to say
are you ready?
distinguished.
You ready?
Yeah, I guess.
You ready?
You made me feel old.
You ready? Oh, it's about to happen.
All right, here we go.
You were a senior in high school the last time you were her age.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly 18 years ago.
Thankfully, I'm.
Oh, wait. For me.
For you.
For me.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, here's the question.
I'm 36. So,
I'm not going to tell you all that.
Twice your age.
It's
hurtful.
Have you ever seen the movie Secret Life of Pets?
Yes.
You ever seen that movie?
Yes.
Okay. They tell me, I've never seen the movie.
This is
but
true.
They tell me.
Show them a
that
picture, Stephen.
I sound, and I guess I kind of look like Duke, the dog, that becomes like, I guess, the main dog.
You see it now, don't you?
I can see that, yeah.
Can you hear it?
The main dog.
You see it.
The main dog.
It's very easy to see.
Yes.
I can.
Well,
he looks like, he sounds like it,
I
but
sound,
he looks
I
like
sound and I look like an animated
I feel like
puppy.
you kind of have the personality.
15 seconds. Hey, we're going to start.
But see, I've never seen the movie, so I only watched like a couple clips. And every clip I've seen of this stupid dog, he's sad. Like, am I sad all the time?
No.
I just walk around.
This is a terrible.
The Varsity Athlete Interview.
And we are so excited. We are fired up.
Pumped.
Fired up.
Fired up.
Fired up to
I
have
am
Faith.
literally on fire right now.
I
literally.
am hoping you're not. Faith Burden. She's not a burden.
No.
She's not a burden. She's fantastic. Number 17. Number
17 for the age.
Wearing the jersey. She
Yep.
comes from the very first ever flag football team at Albertville High School.
That's awesome.
You know, legends are made. They're in the studio
Legends are made.
Right now.
This is
across
true.
From me. And so this is what history feels like.
Yeah.
So,
This is awesome.
so Faith, at what point are you like, I want to do that?
Honestly, it was very last minute. I've
Last
grown up
minute.
playing basketball my whole life. I
Okay.
decided I want to try something new for senior year.
Yeah.
And my pastor was the coach. And
Yeah.
he came up to me, he's like, I need a quarterback. Are you interested? I was like, why not? You know, who gets to say they've
Rock
tried
and roll.
flag football at school?
Yeah.
So came out to the first practice, and I loved it. So just fell in love with it immediately.
Wow.
Who's your pastor?
Quentin Williams.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Q.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No.
Q.
Q's awesome.
Q.
Q's an awesome dude.
I like Q.
He is good.
So, Faith Burden. And so this is the first year. How did it go?
It went great. I mean, everyone was obviously learning. Nobody knew what we were doing.
Yes.
But, we always laugh. Our first game, a girl
Yeah.
stopped and looked at the moon. She's like, "Oh, look how pretty!" in the
Oh,
middle
wow.
of a game. But by the end, we were
boy.
we were all a lot better by the end. I'll put it that way.
I was talking about my kid playing rec
Yeah.
league baseball
Yeah.
and like butterflies. It
Yeah.
sounds like that moment. I'm
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
It went
son,
from
Only
first
catch
game.
the ball, not the moon.
they're not.
You know, like,
they're not 5. These are
yes.
15, 16,
Right.
17-year-olds.
Yes.
That's all right. It
Yes.
happens. It's okay.
So
We were
the-
having fun.
The moon is very nice out here. It's,
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
lovely
yeah.
moon.
Quit looking at the moon.
Yeah.
And so anyway, your coach was Quentin, and Anthony. So tell us about your coaches.
Incredible people.
Oh, you play basketball. So tell us about Quentin.
I have grown up knowing him, and he's always just been extremely kind to everyone he meets.
Yeah.
Becomes like a second dad to almost everybody, and just always willing to encourage the team. He even after the first game was apologizing, saying like, I could have handled this better. How can I improve as a coach? And then Anthony Burgess came in, and just again, he was our offensive coach.
Yeah.
Incredible, just at encouraging. And for me, like the things I struggle with, he just took the time to learn how to teach me and grow me in the best way possible. And I couldn't have been more thankful for the coaches that we had, especially for the first year.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing about all of it?
Probably just the learning of it. Just again, the fact that nobody knew what they were doing meant there was also not really any pressure.
Yes.
To like, oh, what if I mess up? And it's like, well, everybody's out here messing up because
nobody
played
knows
football
what's
before.
happening.
Yeah.
What is going on?
The moon is so great tonight. What's happening?
So it was
that star
great.
out.
Yeah.
Yes. It was just great, all learning all together, all at once, without much pressure.
How many games did y'all play?
Ooh, I think we only had. It was hard to say because I missed the first 2 games.
Okay.
I was in Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
You have family out in Oregon?
yeah, my sister.
I have family out in Oregon too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we.
I don't have any family in Oregon.
You left out.
I'm so sorry.
What a loser. Let's look down
Right?
on you.
Terrible. Shame.
Shame. I feel that.
For shame.
I feel that.
But
So-
yeah, we played like 2 or 3 games every night that we had scheduled. Like any kind of game, we always played 2. So it was kind of hard to say like how many we had. I can't even remember. To be honest.
Okay, so you played basketball and flag football.
Yeah.
Right? So what's your favorite?
It's hard to say. I've grown up my whole life playing basketball.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
just
Okay.
kind of, it's how my family bonded for a lot of us. It was, my dad's been a coach his whole life.
Wow.
My brother has worked with some incredible people. But I will say flag football became kind of my sport. Like,
Yeah.
nobody else in my family really got into football.
Yeah.
And my dad always laughed.
What is
like-
wrong with these people? Yeah.
my dad always laughs.
Who are they?
Yeah, you know, my daughter's playing football, and so he never said that about his sons, but
Yeah.
so we always just laugh, and I loved having a sport of my own. Where,
Yeah, that's
again,
awesome.
the pressure was off of not comparing myself to my brother or anything
Yeah.
like that. And not that they were always encouraging, but it was just cool learning something new.
And how many teams were there in the area? Like,
In this area, not many.
okay, so
We
y'all
don't-
had to go like
Yeah,
quite a
we had
ways
to
to-
go. I think we only had like 4 regular teams.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be like the fastest growing sport right now.
I mean,
so hopefully it'll.
I think it can definitely grow. I mean,
Yeah.
I think this is awesome. You know, something that
Sounds like
you know,
fun.
Yeah.
It is a ton of fun. It's cool too because the first team that started in Alabama was 3 years ago. So even the teams we're playing aren't as experienced either.
Yeah.
So like middle of a game, the refs are learning how to even ref the game.
Wow.
And we all stopped and both teams were just talking to each other and asking like their favorite parts of the sport.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
So
just fun to get to,
it's just
to
a
do
really
stuff.
fun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Reminds me of my son's rec league basketball game last night. Yeah.
Just kind of figuring out how everything's
Guiding
going.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go that way. Okay.
Yeah.
I got that.
quit looking at the moon.
That's right.
You know,
So, what kind of things did y'all do to bond as a team?
At first it was kind of hard because we were all just trying to figure it out, and I think we all kind of were more focused on what position will I play, how do I learn how to do that. But as we went on, we realized we played a lot better if we were having fun, because as soon as we
Yeah.
tried to make it very serious, we all got like freaked out and under
Yeah.
pressure, and it didn't go well. So a lot of it was just learning to cheer each other on from the sideline, like learning each other well enough. Like we went out to dinners and things like that.
yeah,
Like when the offense went out, I would huddle them up, tell them to play, and then we'd start singing a random song. as we waited for the to start the play.
Yeah.
So a lot of times they're like staying alive, or another one bites the dust, kind of things like
Come
that.
on.
Now we're
Yeah.
talking.
And
I
we just start singing it, and the other team was
Dun,
always like,
dun,
"What's
dun,
going
dun,
on?"
We really like each other.
Yes, and but as we did it, we all just had so much fun, and it became a ton of memories, and it was just really fun.
I mean, so would you say that this is like, obviously with being flag football, like it's fresh on your mind. Are you playing basketball now? Though?
I'm not right now.
You're not right now.
No.
Okay, so you are just you led your team to victory on the flag football field.
Tried to.
And you tried to. Now, you're a senior, so are they running it again this year and you're going to play again, or did you just get done playing? Or
We just got done playing this season.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a spring season sport, but we started in the fall for this year.
Okay, that's what was throwing me off.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know if it was something that you were going to do again or what.
Yeah,
so.
no. They offered for some of the seniors that if we ever wanted to come back for practices to help out, we were more than welcome to.
Okay.
But I'm looking at going to college for flag football now, so I'm
Nice.
not sure if I'll be able to come back to practice.
Hey! Yeah, you're gonna be leading with a scholarship. We're gonna see you on the news.
So
Hey,
what-
I know that girl.
Faith, what college are we talking about?
Milligan University.
Milligan.
Rock and roll.
Yes, sir.
Where
I
is
like that.
Milligan?
In Tennessee.
Yeah.
Sounds like Mulligan. Like you
It
do.
does.
Yeah, mulligan
Take a
and golf.
mulligan.
I need a lot of those in golf.
That is phenomenal.
That's so
Are
cool.
you excited?
I am excited. I'm nervous. It's all crazy because, again, it started off as just kind of a joke of like, whatever. Nobody gets to play flag
Wouldn't it be
football.
There
hilarious?
it is, Milligan.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if I
Beautiful.
played flag football? Wouldn't that be so funny? And now
Yep.
I'm going to Milligan University to continue my sports career
I
of flag football.
am a professional flag football
That is
player.
awesome.
Why not?
That
I
is so
love it.
cool. That's a beautiful campus,
It is
too.
a
Yes,
pretty
it is
campus.
very beautiful.
That's awesome. So, Faith, when you were like playing flag football, like were you mostly like a see, I've always just played flag football where you never really ran the ball.
Yeah.
You just
Kinda
passed
throw
it.
and pick-
But I'm sure now it's a little bit more official. So were you more of like a pocket passer, or would you just take off and just run once the rush was on?
They pretty much gave me the name of running quarterback.
Rock and roll.
So
I
it
like
was
it. Toss
'cause with-
elbows.
Yeah. Well, with the we had blockers, but they're not actually allowed to use their hands because it's flag football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anytime people were rushing, there wasn't a lot of time. So I would try and if I saw an open pass, I would pass it. But if the blockers weren't able to get in front in time, I would just run wherever I saw open. A lot of times that didn't even mean I had something set up ready to run. It was just go where you see open.
Yeah.
But I mean, it ended up working out really well. We made it to playoffs, and so it
That's
turned
awesome.
out great. Yeah.
That's so cool. And here's
That's gonna be you next year.
And she's got your jersey number. You're
She
gonna
looks
fight this
mad.
girl.
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah,
have to
just
fight
stole your
her.
jersey. That's
How dare
terrible.
she?
Faith, don't you go into that college and let that happen.
I won't.
I'm just gonna let you
We
know.
believe in you.
I will
This is
take it back
The first
from her.
rule of
That's
flag
right.
football: they cannot pull your flag if they're bleeding. That's a
That's
good.
a good
that
point.
is that is a especially around the eyes. They won't see nothing.
Nothing.
Don't you let her take your jersey.
Unacceptable.
It's a competition.
Unacceptable.
I won't go unless they give me that jersey.
That's right.
And I like it. I like that
Number
they're
17.
I like that they're the Milligan Buffaloes. Even
Is
though
that what it is? The
even,
Buffaloes?
even though Tennessee does not have a buffalo within 1,000
No.
miles.
Yes.
But neither does.
Nowhere
Well, no,
close.
actually, Auburn does have tigers. There's Tigers of Tomorrow up here
Do they?
somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey.
But
they look like they want to beat up some people.
I mean, that
Oh,
is.
yeah.
There it is.
Now we need to get that girl. When you get the
Hey.
Milligan flag football, we need to get that girl, Glasses Girl, and y'all come in here and y'all. This is great.
Absolutely.
This is
That's
great.
gonna be you. Envision it.
Yeah, I love this.
I love that.
That is
That's
so
super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because nobody ever really thinks colleges even have it, and I think there's
Well,
only 18 that have
Yeah,
it right now.
I was about to say there's not that many, but
Yeah.
there's it's growing.
It's definitely growing.
Yeah, because this is something that I've heard.
Go
that they're
Buffaloes.
Wanting to go, yeah, go Buffaloes.
Yeah.
Go Buffaloes.
I've never been a Buffalo
You're going
fan,
from
but
being
today is the day.
You're going from being an Aggie, which I mean, what is an Aggie?
I've always said that. I
What's
never
an Aggie?
understood.
It's a
To
farmer.
at least knowing what a buffalo is.
That's
like,
right.
Yes.
You know your mascot.
Yeah,
I know
you
my
like a
mascot now.
mascot.
You're welcome.
I can
Yeah.
be proud.
Yeah.
in
We
my
helped
mascot.
you.
I'm a buffalo.
Serious
We didn't
question.
actually help her because we didn't tell her what an Aggie was because we don't know.
serious questions. What do you do for fun? What do you do when you're not? Look at you right there.
There we go.
It's legit.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you're not?
Everything. Honestly,
What is everything?
I hate being bored. I hate just sitting still. So anything that can just make sure I don't sit still. Any new thing. I rarely stick to one hobby.
Okay.
So it could go from surfing, skateboarding.
I would be scared if that was coming after me.
That, number 24.
Surfing?
Yeah.
Where do you go surfing?
Yeah, where?
Florida. My grandparents live in Florida.
Okay,
so
okay,
every time I'm there, I go surfing.
Well, see, that number 24, whoever that nice young lady is, she just laid out that person
right in front of you.
Lane.
It's
Yeah,
funny, she actually did. She got a flag called because she blocked a little too aggressively on that one.
No, man, let
Who's
the girls
to say
play.
what aggressive
I
is?
know.
What's aggressive?
Hey, we were just as angry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, because you probably gained quite a bit on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that run I ended up getting a touchdown on.
And
Did they give you the touchdown?
Yeah.
No.
Did they give you
that happened a lot. A lot of times it was called flag guarding, even though it was just because I was
Flag
running.
Who's
And
number 24? Who's that?
I'm blanking
Oh
on
no!
her name.
Oh no!
blocking
I
for
was
you,
not.
Faith.
I was
now
not.
you're calling me out.
I was
in front
not
of the
trying to
whole
do that.
team.
I promise on my life, I was not
She
trying to
was
do that.
special.
But whoever number 24 is,
You're the real MVP.
you're the MVP.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
she
you
was
just
definitely MVP.
tattooed that young lady.
Yes.
I hope that young lady's okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, get her.
Did she survive that? Did she?
Barely.
Okay.
I think she actually took a break after
She's
that.
like, I'm done.
Good night.
I did not sign up for tackle.
Yeah.
I did
Yes.
not. This is
She would lay me out
unacceptable.
too. Actually,
anyway,
yeah.
so you like to surf?
Yes.
You like to skateboard?
Yes. Skateboard, rock climbing. I'm an adrenaline junkie. Anything that'll give me
Have
some
you ever
adrenaline.
skydived?
I haven't, but it's on the list.
It's on
It
the
is
list.
on the list to try.
Wow.
So new things.
Jump out of
New
a perfectly
things.
good
New
plane,
things.
you know.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So, going down that road, you don't sit much, obviously.
No.
So, I was gonna ask you what your favorite movie is. Have you sat long enough for that, or?
Well, Chasing Mavericks is my favorite movie because
Explain
it's
that
about
movie.
surfing.
Okay,
It's,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Mavericks are these like 30-foot
Giant
waves,
Yeah.
and it's a guy It's based off a true story, and he's training to surf the Mavericks, and it's like about his life story and
Yeah.
everything, and it's just a really neat story. I always like got quotes from it that I've always loved, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
Yeah. Here we go.
Give me-
Chasing
Oh, I've
Mavericks.
never heard or seen of this movie.
Nobody
So-
has.
It's based on a true story, though.
Is that Danny Glover though?
He's kind of hiding. Man, would you surf that?
Oh, it would be awesome to.
That was
I think it would be
300 guy. That's
incredible.
Gerard Butler.
That's
Not
his
him.
kid.
That's Gerard Butler.
Wow.
What have you
That-
discovered an
look-
incredible secret?
Yes, that incredibly large
Since
wave.
I'm going to do the voiceover. In a world where a young curly-haired boy looks at waves and talks to Gerard Butler. Today, will he dare the impossible?
Yes.
Dad, you gotta let me. Oh man, I was doing
He
great.
was doing really well with that.
Steve-O, I was doing great.
That was accurate.
That's some of my great work. That's my magnum opus.
That's
Duke,
good stuff. Man.
Duke the dog does a
Duke the
movie
dog.
trailer. Anyway, so Faith, what? So that's your favorite movie. Do you have a favorite TV series? Favorite?
Psych. It's a. Have you watched it?
Love Psych.
Nobody ever has
Love
watched that.
Psych. Psych is great. This is my partner Francois.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
I watched. I'm gonna age myself. I watched Psych when it originally aired. All the seasons. Well, I did not watch every single episode, but I watched a lot of it. And then me and my wife, we watched it before. While she was pregnant and before my son was born. It's
yeah.
a great
I have
show.
probably watched through that
It
show
is
8
hilarious.
times.
Yeah, it's so
It's
funny.
incredible.
Yeah.
Faith, I wanted you to say like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or something. I'm just-
Yeah. Who needs the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
This
when you got
is
the
a
Fresh
story
Prince right there?
all about Al. My life got centered upside down. So you do spoken word too.
I do.
Do you
Yeah.
have any of them that you can quote off?
Man, it's been a while. I'm trying to think of them. I have them all on my phone recently, but dang.
Your yellow phone.
My yellow phone.
Probably
right
goes
there.
with your surfboard.
That's right there.
Right there.
You got to pull it up. You pull it
I'll
up.
pull
Use
it up.
It's all good. Hey, we're going to take a quick music break while Faith pulls up a spoken word because this is going to be good.
This is going to be great.
And you can come check us out at Varsity Radio Show on Facebook Live right now.
How do I look on TV today, Seth? Do I look?
You
do I
look
good?
like Duke the dog.
Do I look?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I look?
Coming in hot.
Coming
like Duke the dog.
Coming in hot.
Like Duke the dog.
I'm gonna tell my wife I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot,
Yeah.
baby. Let her know.
She'll appreciate that.
Oh, of course.
It'll be great. Faith, you are fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate
You really
it.
are. There he is. That's you.
Your hair matches.
Right?
Steven, I don't have brown eyes, so I have blue eyes.
I can use
Now
some
y'all are just
Photoshop
gazing
work.
into each other's eyes.
Swim into the baby blues, Seth. Swim into the baby
I'm
blues.
just going to say, I don't care what color his eyes are. That's you right there.
But see, here's the thing: is you know, I do all. I was about to say I do all these impressions. I don't do a lot of impressions. I do some, and the one thing that everyone's getting really riled up about is that I'm not even trying to sound like Duke the dog, but I sound like Duke the dog just by talking.
Here you are killing it.
Here I am killing it without even knowing. I've been killing it for years without even knowing I was killing it for years.
Yes. Look at you.
People just look at me
You
like,
were
who does he sound like?
Duke the dog.
He sounds like that big hairy dog
Everybody knows
on
now.
Secret Life of Pets. Yep.
So Oregon, what do you do in Oregon?
We went everywhere. It's a
Man,
beautiful
I've been
area.
everywhere.
What part of
man.
Oregon?
Gosh. You keep calling me out on these. I have
I'm
a
sorry.
terrible memory.
Who was the girl on your team? What part of the
That
state?
was,
were
you
in?
should have known that.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I have the
Do you know
most
your sister's
terrible-
name?
Maybe, I don't know.
It just slipped my memory.
Hermiston, Oregon. That's what it is.
What is it?
Hermiston, Oregon.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's very
I have family out
Steven,
in...
that was fantastic.
I have
like
family...
what you're doing there.
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go. Now what's
little
your
blue
excuse?
tint. I do like this hiking.
So perfect.
That's yeah.
That's right.
There I am.
Now make an excuse.
I got
Yeah.
Nobody
I
can
even have
deny.
the same rubbery nose as he does. Yeah.
No,
Look at the schnoz.
Now it looks like you.
Yeah. Look just like Duke.
You guys ready to come back?
Yes.
Yep. Here we
Now
go.
that I'm staring right at Duke. We're back with Faith Burden, who has been anything but a burden.
Yeah.
She's really,
I'm sure that happens all the time,
she's
right?
really
You get that a lot.
fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in all seriousness, she's fantastic. Super fun. You got one?
I think I have one.
All right. She's got a spoken word, Steven.
This one is about Romans 12. I actually performed it at my
Boom.
church.
Love
Come on, girl.
It's the only one I could find.
Do you need a beat, or you good?
I'll just go
All right, here we go.
freestyle.
Get it, girl.
Where do I start when I'm given a chapter with so many meanings? If I'm honest, I'm prepared but fall short. This has to be God because it's something that I can't do that adds more stress, wondering if I'm saying the right things and wondering what to do. But that leads me into what I've learned. You see, Romans 12 has some things unheard. I'm trying not to be conformed. Renewing my mind has led me to this verse, one being Romans 12:4. For just as we have many members in one body, and all the members do not have the same function, you may not feel equipped, but God works through the unique, however that may be. You may be scared like me, but we serve not for salvation's sake, but gratitude for his graciousness. Hung on a cross to shake my shame, hung on a cross so he could bear sin's weight, died in my place so I could worship and praise in heaven one day. See, I'm standing here with nothing to offer, but God is the author, my Father, the potter. I'm a child of God, and like any other, he's got my back, I'm not going under. Share the love of God, he is my role model, best to follow my instructor. But that's the wonder. He followed us when we had no way, he forgave with grace when sin stood in the way. I can't thank God enough for his mercies. For his mercies unknown, but it seems I use that as an excuse to let it go. Day by day, I act like since it seems meaningless, I should just express it once in a word. It's a prayer to say, hey, thanks by the way, but I know I should show it more. Not out of obligation, that shouldn't be the motivation, but instead to say thanks in more than one way. Not just a prayer, but through a transformation, a reformation. Through the mind we're unbound by the weight of sin, it can pass us by. Our mind is strong through the Bible's song, a song of peace, a psalms, a growing tribe praising God for the miracles of life. Mercies untold, unknown, never to grow old. We get stuck in a distraction of death instead of life, yet it's hard. Yeah, it's hard, but we shouldn't let that define our minds. People's bodies wasting away. I see it more day by day. Maybe what we need is a little bit of thanks, remembering that even miracles happen present day. Trust God's word and let that guide the way. Steady in God's pace, the path he takes, and the way he makes.
Come on!
Boom! I love
Bam!
it. I love it.
Mic drop.
Don't
drop our
I really
mics.
like the part where you. I really like the part where it said, "Not for salvation's sake," because I think so many times people think that we're goody two shoes because we're trying to get to heaven, and what I try and tell people is, I'm like, no, I'm doing good works because I'm already saved, not because I'm trying to get saved.
Exactly.
It's a new heart thing, you know. Which is what a lot of people get confused on.
Yeah,
a lot of people
definitely.
think
the God inside changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
That God has
Like
changed
it.
us. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's wonderful.
All
I
right.
like that a lot.
Now for the most important question of the day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Tell us about the most embarrassing thing
Ooh.
that's happened to you.
I had just started working
Here it is.
at an internship at my church, and we decided to go on a hike. Which again,
Nice.
I'm an outdoors person. I love adrenaline.
I
so
get
I'm,
that. I
I'm
get
like
that.
rock climbing as we're hiking, trying to like boulder jump, all this stuff. I am running on these trails, and as soon as I start walking normally, I turn a corner and I face plant right in front of all of my new coworkers.
Rock and roll.
It was absolutely terrible. They just heard the noise. And they're like, Faith, did you just face plant? I was like, yeah.
While
yeah,
you're
I did.
sucking in dirt. Yeah, I did.
Exactly.
But let it be said, it was only the first time that's ever happened.
Only time.
Let it
The
be
only
said.
time ever.
I will say,
Yeah.
though, this season, I forgot about this moment. But I did have someone pull my pants down during the game.
Whoa.
Yes.
Hey.
They apparently went for the flag, but they grabbed my pants and pulled them all the way down to my
Wow.
ankles
Wow.
during a game.
Wow.
Well, you know.
It was my first game, too.
Yeah.
First game of the
Yeah.
season. And that
So how'd you pull your mom back after that?
Well, they had kind of knocked me down at the same time, and my teammate was trying to help me get back up, and I just told her to like move to the side to try and cover me up.
Cover
and
me
I'm
now!
like trying to pull my pants up as I'm on the ground, and just trying to get her to stop pulling me off the ground because
Yeah,
I'm still
yeah.
trying to pull my pants up. It was fighting for my life at that moment.
It's like, get
Wow.
up. No, you don't understand. I'm not ready.
Exactly.
I'm not ready.
She's like, here, take my hand. I was like, nope, I
the
won't.
moment
Take your
has not come yet.
Read the room.
Yes.
Or the field.
Cover me now.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
well. Yep. Mm.
Funny. Wow.
Yeah.
That was exhilarating.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It was a great introduction to the sport.
Well,
So-
next time she'll be wearing a belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta wear those belts.
Suspenders, something. I don't.
I needed something.
Yeah. I like that. That's hilarious.
What was your favorite touchdown? Do you remember like your favorite
Oh yeah,
touchdown?
this is good.
Probably the first touchdown that I ever had, because it was the first touchdown of the entire season.
Nice.
First touchdown in the history of Lady Aggies football.
Oh, so wait a minute, but they played 2 games beforehand. They hadn't scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I got the first touchdown, and it was just incredible, because not even just because there was a moment I was proud of myself.
Was it a run or a
but
pass?
It was a run.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
and then just right after that, to get the extra point, I passed to get to my friend Brianna. That was the name of 24. I'm
She
just
got it.
a
Her
little slow.
friend.
It's
Wait.
Rihanna.
Her friend.
Her friend.
I'm just
24.
slow. You gotta give me a second.
Rihanna.
You're right.
But I passed it and got the
The extra
pass
point.
touchdown.
Yeah.
And so it was just really cool, not just because it kind of fueled that fire of like, I love this sport in me, and just giving
Yeah.
me a taste of what it felt like. But it was just an incredible time for the team, because we were
Yeah.
all pumped, because again, the first 2 games hadn't gotten a touchdown. We finally got it against a really difficult team, so it was just a cool experience.
Yeah.
all around.
Wow.
So why'd you pick number 17? Is that just what was given to you? Or-
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
I am terrible about last minute things. And they said, seniors, you get to pick your number first. And this was never a number I would normally pick.
Yeah.
But I forgot to go up and pick my number. So the whole team had picked. And I was like, well, what's left? And it was only a few. I was like, 17. I'm 17 years old. I'll just remember it by the way, like, this is the year I started flag football, was when I was 17. And
Yeah.
I
so
like
I use that excuse
I like
for
that
it.
too.
If you could have any number you had wanted, what would you have gone for?
Probably 3.
And why?
Just that's always been my number all through sports of like basketball or even I think I did like 2 years of soccer. You know, I was great at setting the bench, but I still had number 3, and so it was
there you go.
What I've always used.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Faith, you have been tremendous.
You're awesome, Faith.
And we are now
cool.
sadly done with your interview. We still have show left.
Yeah. We want you to stick around, though. Stick around if you can.
Yeah, you are absolutely fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But we are so glad you came in.
Thank you. I was glad to be here.
Well, you were fantastic.
Thank you.
And spoken word,
yeah, I mean,
surfing, rock climbing,
the
face planting, all those things.
Faith, here's the
You're
thing
great
about
at
it.
it.
When we ask somebody,
Well-rounded.
when we ask somebody to share something, like there's been some girls have been in here like, oh, we can sing, or can you sing for us? Like, no. But the moment we're like, hey, you want to do spoken word? You're like, yeah, sure, I'll do. You know, I'll do.
Love.
I mean, you were just down for
Small
everything,
things.
which is awesome.
Small things.
So,
Small things.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're having a great time. Hey, come join us on the Facebook Live as we try to make
You get to
Faith
see my
laugh.
pretty face
in a minute. So check this out at Varsity Radio Show Facebook. Listen to this music now.
88.5 JFM is WJIA Guntersville. Streaming online at 885jfm.com.
JFM.
That sounds so legit, Steven.
Thanks, man.
Did you drum that for them?
It sounded like
Have you ever listened to the show? Faith?
I'm sorry.
No,
I've
it's
not.
okay. It's okay.
I didn't know it existed till
Faith, I'm gonna be honest with you,
Faith,
kid.
I'm going to the corner and I'm gonna cry.
I didn't know. I didn't know it existed until you asked me to do it, and so
That
which was what, like a month and a half ago, something like that. You asked me to do it, yeah. And so I didn't even know it existed, but I did not know at the time that Steven would put on there the best 2 hours of radio. And that just makes, I mean, even to this day, this is my 5th time doing the show.
Yeah.
I just feel like we just underperform when it comes to being the best 2 hours of radio. I'm like, I think we're good. I think we're good.
This
I
week,
think we're good.
This
but,
week,
man,
we got Duke the dog.
Duke the dog.
We got Duke the dog
with his blue eyes
and
and baby blue.
And you said underperform, but we have faith.
We do have faith, and faith has elevated.
Faith has elevated
to things unseen.
The show.
I'm glad I could help.
So Faith, before we do freestyle, I know Steven's still got a few funny videos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so I just want to make you laugh.
Sounds good.
See,
I love the laugh.
looks
Give
sad
us your
there.
reaction. Yeah, he's.
Hey, when's the last time, Faith, that you were around farm animals?
Trying to think. Actually, not too long ago. 2 months ago, I was actually a ranch hand.
What? What don't you do, Faith?
I don't know. I try to do
I
everything.
surf, I skydive.
So last week I was working at
it's a ranch hand.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's normal to hop onto a horse, right, and ride them. They're used to that. And now some people, I've seen them even saddle up a cow before. But this person, this is not good.
Oh.
Hey!
Nope. Nope.
I got to see that backwards. There we go. How crazy is that?
Wow.
Man,
Why?
I'll tell you this.
Why can I see Faith pulling that off?
I would
Steven?
try. I'm for it.
Steven, I can see Faith pulling that off.
Well, you have to
I
think
would
that
try.
that's a low risk animal to do that too, because they don't really have powerful enough legs to kick you.
True.
Like so,
They got tiny little legs.
tiny little legs and big old bodies, and you know,
tiny little legs.
that little piggy,
Little piggy legs.
little piggy boy.
Big little body.
Yeah.
Tiny little legs.
Yeah, I like that.
Faith.
You were
Why
ranch
in
hand.
my head do I think you would just jump on there and go for it?
Because I definitely would.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. So Faith, we got a new job for you at the varsity.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna send you out to do crazy things.
I'm good with that.
You're just gonna
be our
record it and
sideline
send it back,
reporter.
and we're
You'll
gonna
be
call
the-
it Faith's
Yeah.
sideline
Report.
craziness.
Faith sideline.
I
Now
think
working
it's
on it.
perfect.
We're gonna send you to the
Yes.
most remote, terrible places
That's okay.
ever, and you're gonna be like, and here
Does
I
she
am.
look afraid?
No, she does not.
She
Here I
looks
am
like a
getting ready
winner to me.
I'm
Here I am
excited.
getting ready to uppercut this shark.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
why
Funny
not?
thing.
Speaking of sharks,
Oh gosh.
have you ever had an encounter with one?
Speaking of
I
sharks.
actually, not while surfing, but I went, I was about to go free diving, and I started running after a nurse shark.
just a regular Tuesday.
Just a regular day. Saw a shark.
Did you say you were running?
I went after
you were
the
running
shark.
after it?
Faith.
Yes,
Yes.
you
Oh
said
my
that.
gosh.
Honey,
Yes,
I'm nervous for you and your safety. Like, I really like you. I don't want you to die.
I watched a video of a shark safety diver, and I
yeah.
was sure that I could do it.
Absolutely.
So I thought, a nurse shark's pretty
Did you
small.
say a shark safety diver?
Yes.
Yeah, just rub yourself
Yes.
in some
How
blood
does that
and some meat.
position even
Yeah.
work?
Sharks will come right to you.
They're hired by diving companies
Right.
for like
Yeah.
scuba divers or free
Yes.
divers.
Yeah.
And they're literally there to protect you from if a shark comes by
Oh.
and
Yeah.
redirect them.
Okay,
I
so
think it would be awesome.
To redirect them.
Yes.
Have we gone through the many jobs of Faith here and all the things she's done?
And so it's just
and
like
she's gonna add shark safety guide.
I've literally looked up colleges.
She's gonna do it.
and because
What does that pay?
a
Honestly,
lot.
I don't even know. I
Who
don't
needs-
care.
She doesn't care.
It pays
Like,
for the experience.
There,
Here's the thing about it. Is
Faith, you're one of the coolest human beings
She said so
I've ever
calmly.
met in my
Well,
life.
thank you.
They pay people to go down there with these free divers to redirect sharks, as if redirecting a shark is just such an easy task.
Yeah.
I mean, they make it look easy in the video.
Oh, come on. All right, go this way now, honey. Go this way. This
What
bat
does
over
college for that look like?
there. That's
It's marine biology. There's a specific
Okay,
Milligan
yeah.
buffaloes
Yes.
provide this.
Yeah. Marine
No,
biology.
They do not. Never
yeah,
mind.
I mean, that's part of the reason I don't know if I can do it. They don't,
don't
offer
know.
it.
They don't.
Here's
they
the
don't
pro-
know.
here's the
Shark
problem with your
redirected
college.
classes.
Here's the problem with your college and your dream. There's no ocean in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Here's.
I don't want to rain on your parade.
I know. It's disappointing.
But there is an amazing aquarium up there.
There you
It's
go.
true.
There you
Maybe
go.
I could
How
work
would
at the
that first
aquarium.
class
That's
go?
two.
And here's our syllabus for the shark redirecting
I
class.
know.
Rule
yeah.
number 1: don't get eaten.
Exactly.
Don't flail around.
You will
Yes.
be amazed at how badly this job
Do
goes
not.
for you if you get eaten.
Be a cool
Do
star.
not bleed nor pee in the water. Don't do it.
Pee
Things
in the
will
water.
go very badly
Yeah.
for you.
Very bad.
Pee in the water if
Quick
you're
turn of
outside
events.
of the water. If it's like a pool, it's okay. But I mean, I can just imagine that syllabus.
Faith.
Like, he's reading.
Faith, you are the most adventurous human being I think I've ever met.
I take that as a very high compliment.
It is a compliment.
At no point have I ever thought, like, you know what I'm really missing out on my life? Redirecting sharks.
Yeah, this
I
is
haven't
a
done.
That's how my brain works.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Faith, I pray
Steven,
for
we're
your
sending her.
husband.
Shit.
I pray for your husband
Yes.
because you're going to lead him. He's going to be the exact opposite of you because opposites
Yes.
attract, and he's going to be like sharks. What
No.
sharks?
Why?
Like
Why?
yeah, and you're going to
I'll
be.
drive the boat.
You're going to be taking him on a hike.
I'll lower the cage.
Take him
Yeah.
on a hike and be like, hey, guess what? There's a lot of bears in this area. And your husband's
Yes.
like, what? Like on a tricycle? Are we going to the circus? You brought me out here with bears?
Have you ever considered trying
Yeah.
to work with Bear Grill?
Yes, I used to watch
Even
that all growing
even
up.
Bear Grylls is going to be like, well, calm it down, Faith.
Faith, chill. That scares me a little bit. Faith's like, no, we can do it.
We can do it.
Faith's like, I can get more
I don't
water
know
out
why
of this.
you don't have faith.
I can get more water out of this elephant poop for our.
Yeah, oh, those are the worst.
Yeah, that was so gross. Have you ever saw that episode?
I
He
have.
gets that elephant poop. And
I
drinks it out
know.
of it.
He
And
always.
you're like,
He's
oh,
always.
why? Why would you do that?
It's a 2-day trip, and he's always like, we have to eat.
I'm gonna have to eat some bad
We've
poop.
got to eat this.
It's the only option to
Or
survive.
we're never going to
Only
survive.
option.
We will not
It's a 2-day adventure.
I'm like,
here.
there's a
It's a
blackberry
two-day
bush right back there, Bill.
We need
Right
the
there.
calories.
Go to the blackberry bush. And
We
he's
need
like,
We
I'm
need
gonna-
these calories.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to eat.
No, but we're
this.
going to kill this. No, we don't need
God.
it. We're
That's
here for 2
unnecessary.
days.
Bear Grylls.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm Faith. Man,
It's been quite the adventure.
your sweet introvert husband is going to just have such a
gosh.
hard time with
Yes.
with these
I'll have to be a
adventures.
lot.
Faith,
It's gonna be great.
I've got one suggestion.
He's going to learn a lot. But
Yeah.
You should sign up for life insurance before you start doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
Probably.
Because
yeah,
once
probably.
you start doing all this stuff, they're not going to insure you.
Yeah.
That's probably right.
Go ahead and get this out of the way. Go ahead and be like, what is there shark
Yes.
insurance? Oh yeah, we never ever pull that file out. Pull it out.
Get
the
it
file out. Get the file out. I'm going to need to sign some stuff. So,
Pretty much, like, if I watch a show and someone, like, has a career that nobody's done, I'm like, I could do it.
I don't know if
got
it's a good idea.
10 seconds.
It's cool.
10 seconds.
You're just cool like that. So, you know what? Actually, the
5 seconds.
Oh, sorry. I probably know.
The Varsity Freestyle.
All right, this is your chance to win a 5-person all-day pass to B&B video games.
Woo!
We've learned everything about Faith we can learn.
You know what, though? I bet Faith could still surprise us.
Bear Grylls, if you're out there, I got your next recruit.
Good grief.
So this is easy. All you got to do is call in and answer a question. If you answer this question, we're going to give you 2 more questions. If you're afraid and say, I don't know how to answer this, okay, we're like phone a friend and we have the answer.
Yeah,
so it's going to be
we
good.
do.
I am trying to give you some 5-day passes to be a 5-person all-day passes to B&B video game.
Woo woo.
Which is quite the adventure.
We can't win, right?
I mean, it's not a Faith adventure,
Yeah,
but it's an adventure.
It's not a redirecting shark adventure.
So question number 1 is this, and all you got to do is call in. Birds lay these. Come on, guys. Birds lay these.
Lay these.
Want to win? Call us now at 256-505-0885.
All right, we have somebody on the phone. Who we're talking to?
B-Love is on the phone.
B-Love! B-Love, I thought you didn't like us
Who's
anymore.
B-Love?
Yeah.
B-Love, what's up, B-Love?
Who's B-Love?
We don't speak that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So B-Love, I believe in you.
We got to meet.
B-Love,
Yeah.
it's so good to talk to you.
Likewise,
You are so missed. So missed. So question number 1, B-Love. The guy was born with the radio name.
Yeah.
Oh, Radio Face.
Yeah. No, I didn't say that. Question number 1. Birds lay these.
Hey.
Yes!
Yes!
Wow.
If you said something else, I would be concerned.
Rubber
Okay.
chickens.
No. Question number 2. What is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Oh, what is Rudolph the Red-Nosed?
It's a reindeer.
Yes. Yes.
It's a reindeer.
Oh, I couldn't stop myself.
What is Rudolph?
I couldn't stop myself. Question number 3. You got this. What made Frosty come alive? Sing the song if you can't remember.
The hat.
The hat.
The hat.
Yes. B-Love, you got it.
I thought you were
got
about to ask
it.
what's Frosty the Snowman.
Okay.
Oh, he's a snowman.
I've
B-Love.
been on this show, and I've always wanted to go to B&B Video, so I had to call in.
Now's your chance.
You get to go.
You get to take the kids and the wife.
Take the kids and the wife. Have a good time.
I'm all about it. All about
Well, B-Love, we're all about you. So
Thank you, B-Love.
there you go.
You're the man with the master plan.
Thank you, guys.
You have made our day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
We
Yes,
love
sir.
you, man. Stay on the phone.
I love you, man.
B-Love.
Great is your love.
B-Love.
B-Love, my man.
Yeah. Oh, Steven's talking.
Steven's,
It's okay, Steve.
Steve-O's
I
talking.
was going to tell you who B-Love was.
Did you want to talk about
No, that's okay. B-Love's one of the co-hosts here, too.
Ah,
So, yeah.
okay. Oh.
Yeah.
A challenger.
Oh, no!
We have to fight. We have to go out. And
Yes.
We have to go out to
Cage
the ocean
match.
and redirect sharks
Cage
as
match.
best we
Yes.
can. And the first
Yes.
one eaten.
And let me just
loses.
tell you,
It's true.
if Faith puts her hat in the ring, y'all are
Yeah,
all in
we're all-
trouble.
I
Yeah.
have to do
I'm gonna
co-host.
tell you, Faith is gonna be your eternal
Faith-
co-host because I ain't getting no
because
ocean with them
Nobody can
sharks.
beat me.
I feel like Faith could wrestle a bear.
I don't
Yeah.
know, guys.
I'm
I've
gonna
got
try.
B-Love. He's right here.
B-Love.
B-Love.
And he didn't
Hey,
quite
what's
hear
up,
what
man?
you laid down there.
B-Love.
What is it that you said?
I
over
said,
there?
well,
B-Love.
good friend Seth said that you were a co-host, and I said, a challenger. And so we have B-Love.
And I said,
We have to fight
I
to
said
the death.
cage fight,
Yeah, cage
but
fight.
I also said this Faith who's with us today,
Yeah, B-Love.
that if she becomes a co-host, ain't nobody winning.
B-Love.
She's
I'm bowing out in a hurry.
B-Love, I'm
Vicious.
going to tell you,
Bowing out
if
in a
it
hurry.
came
I've been
down to me, you, and Faith, I might be in the competition by putting my money on Faith. I'm not taking it back.
Brother, please put your money on her because I ain't even showing up.
Yeah.
I ain't fighting this.
By
girl.
the way, just for the record, B-Love, for a side job, she wants to be a shark redirector.
Yeah.
Yes.
Redirector. Do you know what that means, B-Love?
I do not. Please
that means she gets in the water and protects the other divers from sharks.
Just redirects them. You know.
Yeah.
A redirector.
Yeah.
A redirector.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like an airplane.
And apparently, there's a college degree for this.
These are accredited
Who knew?
universities.
Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? There's a degree for everything now.
Yeah.
Who says education's dead?
Yeah.
True.
I mean,
Good grief. This is wild. You are by far you're the most adventurous person I've ever met, and I've known you for less than an hour.
Yes.
Wow.
And even I have to tap out on like a lot of things.
Here's my last question. I was going to ask you this because it's so funny.
Okay.
The question is this: what will Faith not do? Do you have the answer to that?
The one thing.
Yes, I have the answer to that.
Yes. What is that?
Of course I have it.
What is it?
She will never, ever back down from a challenge.
That is the truth. You nailed it.
Good point.
That is.
What if someone
B-Love, you got it.
What if someone challenges you to sit down and be quiet for like 2 hours?
Oh, I'd fail.
You fail?
I would
Okay.
fail.
We found failure.
I mean, I would try
You would
just because
try?
I'm competitive.
Yeah.
But it would be harder than if someone told me to wrestle a bear.
Yeah.
That would be a bigger
We have
challenge.
a grizzly bear
But
who's
you would
very
back down
hungry.
from the challenge. You lose, but you would back down.
Yes.
Sit down.
Yes.
Yes.
And watch Psych for 2 hours.
B-Love,
I
you,
could maybe do that.
Maybe do
B-Love,
that.
you
Psych
have,
was involved.
you have blessed our lives today. Thank you.
B-Love, you the man.
Guys, man.
We're going to have to meet one day,
Hey.
B-Love.
I hope so, my friend.
Absolutely.
I hope so.
Absolutely, B-Love.
See you later, man.
Good to
Glad
see
you
you,
got the
buddy.
We'll see you
passes.
Woo-woo. I mean,
I was going to ask that, Faith. What is the craziest thing you've ever done?
this is great.
You were the cool. She's my hero.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have her sign that door, but I feel like I need her to sign something in my office. Like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna put her right by the Nick Saban ball.
So Faith, what I did for my
What's the craziest? She didn't answer my question. What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Goodness. I don't know. There's things that I've done that are just kind of like very spur of the moment,
Right?
Like cliff diving,
What?
or things like that. But honestly, on the just side of like,
Just random things.
you know,
David just read it.
and I thought
Just
I
like,
was a bit of-
I was chilling, and
I
I'm
thought
like,
I
you know
was a
what? I'm
risk
gonna go
taker.
cliff diving because it's a thing.
yeah,
I thought I was a
Like,
risk
it's
taker.
whatever.
And in my marriage, I am the risk taker. Like I'm the one who
You ain't
who-
like that.
No, nothing like this. In comparison to Faith, I'm a homebody who
Right?
never does anything ever. You know?
Yeah.
Good
Little
grief.
introvert over here
Yeah.
compared to Faith.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't keep up with that. But so what I did for my youth Christmas party is I'm the youth pastor at Albertville First Methodist over here. So what I did for our youth Christmas party is, as a joke, I took a picture of myself as like a 3-year-old where they did like these old school like kindergarten photos or whatever where I had my hand underneath my
nice.
fist. And so I blew that up to like 8x10 and signed it to my number one fan, Jordan McDaniel, and the kids they loved it. They fought over it. Or they didn't at all. I'll let you decide. But
totally my gift.
What
now.
I'm saying is I think that needs to be Faith's gift to everybody.
Yes.
Is Faith needs to be like, I'm a future shark redirector. You're gonna see me saving Bear Grylls' life, and this is gonna be worth some money one day. So you're gonna need to go ahead and get those headshots ready.
I will have them prepared.
And send them out and stuff like that, and you will.
Greg.
But
no.
Oh,
5 seconds.
Did I do something?
No.
Oh, that's why I put the timer.
We got
there.
Greg coming up.
Now, sports analyst Greg Glasscock.
Greg, I gotta let it just settle right there. Here we go. Wait for the drum beat. Here we go. Ready? 1. Go. All right, Greg Glasscock is in. Well, he's on the phone with us. And
Gregory the
he
Great.
is fantastic because he keeps
The
us
man,
updated.
The myth, the legend.
About what's important in sports in Marshall County. Now, Greg, I'm going to say that you missed one. You missed one last season.
What I missed?
You missed girls flag football.
Yes, you did.
And we have the quarterback with us, who's pretty not afraid of anything.
No.
I've never met a kid like this. I'm scared to go to places she's
You know
going.
how when you play a video game character and that video game character does amazing things? That's the video game
fake.
character. You just
fake.
play, and then she just does all these crazy things. You're like, I would never do that.
All right, Greg.
Kind of quarterback, you know?
Yeah.
No fear.
Yeah, she has none.
Yeah, no
anyway,
fear.
so tell us what.
They had a great season, though. I did hear about it.
Yeah.
They did. They have a good season.
Yeah. Yeah, first season ever.
Yeah.
But anyway, Greg, I'm sorry. I was just joking with you. Tell us what's going on in Marshall County right now.
Well, first of all, I'd like to give a shout-out for all of those that got all-region honors in football. That came out yesterday or day before. Rab and Gunnersville people on the team, led by the Coach of the Year, was Coach Lee Osmond of ARAB, which I think is a great coach and even a better person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well-deserved for Coach Osmond, and then there was quite a few, ARAB and Gunnersville along with Boaz guys that were on there. So real quick, just give, congratulations to them for a fine football season and going to hoops. I mentioned on the show last week there was going to be a little, I guess, tournament, if you want to call it that, a showdown at Sneed State between Marshall and DeKalb counties.
Come on.
With 7 games, and ended up being about what I predicted. Marshall County won 6 of the 7. I thought they would go 6-1 or 5-2, so they did go 6-1.
Nice.
I was there for the last couple games with Boaz and Fort Payne, and then of course Gunnersville and Geraldine. And
Dominant.
Yeah.
Gunnersville were both victorious in big ways. Matter of fact, all the Marshall County wins were double digits except one. Douglas beat Collinsville. I think that was an 8-point game. But so Marshall County showed out Saturday. I was glad to see that, winning 6 of the 7.
Nice.
We're now getting hot and heavy in area play. I'm on my way here in a few minutes down to Gunnersville to cover the Boaz Gunnersville game, which is not an area game as they are in different areas, but it's a huge county matchup, and each one of those teams have gotten off to a great start. Gunnersville had a real good 3-0 start last week, going 2-0 in the area with a big win at home against Fairview, and then last Friday they went to ARAB and won, so that was huge to get a win over there. So Gunnersville's off to a good start in the area. So tonight's one of those county pride, I guess you could say, type matchups, not an area game.
Yeah.
And then Friday, they've got another tough one on the road back in the area play, going to Scottsboro, which I looked at the latest polls. And as far as Marshall County being represented, that'll be a huge game because Scottsboro right now in 5A is ranked 2nd.
Wow.
Gunners 3rd, and ARAB is 7th. So, they're in a 4-team area, and 3 of your 4 teams are in the top 7 in the state. So I'd say that's a pretty strong area.
Amazing.
And then the Gunnersville girls, I don't want to forget about them, which won the championship last year. They're ranked number 1 in the last poll that I saw, and they continue to roll. Right now, overall, they're dominating county opponents, which tonight will be the first time they will have faced Boaz this year, but they've already beaten ARAB and then Albertville twice. So seems like they just keep rolling right along.
Yeah, and they pretty much have the whole team intact from last year, don't they?
Yeah, they do. All 5 starters came out. Now, one of the starters in the off-season, I don't know if this one she was playing softball or what, but I believe she tore her ACL and maybe MCL.
Woo.
So one of the 5 starters is, I would assume she's out for the season, but, they plugged somebody in her place, and it doesn't really look like to me that they've missed a beat. And as long as they have Olivia Vandergriff on the team, she can carry them if needed. She's just a unreal athlete. You don't see people like her every day.
Yeah. Well, Greg, I so appreciate your phone calls every week and all that you let us in on, because that's what I want to know about.
Yep.
So
You're the man, Greg. We appreciate it, bud.
Hey, love to do it. And, yeah, we'll talk some more hoops next week.
Yes, sir.
Woo-woo.
Good to talk to you, Greg.
Good to see you, Greg.
All right, see y'all.
Are you hungry? Charburger can help.
We're almost done.
Rock and roll.
Almost there. Faith, are you okay?
Doing great.
Good.
This is nothing.
Shark
for her.
wrestling. Shark wrestling. So, if you play Dirty Santa, I've got the gift for you.
Yeah.
You need to take a picture of yourself.
Yep. Autograph that bad boy.
You need to autograph it.
Yep.
But you need to put in there, in case of an emergency, call
Yeah.
Faith.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, put your phone number there.
But then
sign it.
Yeah, make sure your phone. Make sure this picture goes to people that you know
Say
and trust.
Fake bird.
Yeah,
Fake
you don't
bird.
want to just hand this out to random
we're talking
people.
like
Yeah.
youth Christmas
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
My family always makes jokes like that. It's like, oh, if you go famous, don't forget me when you're famous.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
don't
that's always
don't
been the
forget
joke.
us when you're famous.
Oh, I won't.
Yeah.
Never.
Thank you, Faith. I appreciate that. I mean, my goodness, we one day they're gonna ask, hey, you remember when you interviewed Faith Burden and she ended up, she ended up catching the biggest shark ever by hand.
Right?
Yeah.
One-handed.
One-handed.
Like Odell Beckham.
Yeah. Yeah.
All this talk about animals. Do you have any pets?
I have 2 dogs.
2 dogs. So a dog person.
You are
Yes.
a dog person.
Gotcha. What are their names?
Matey and Molly.
Ah, cool.
Nice.
All right. So cats, just you don't like them. They're too moody. You're allergic to them.
I have
What's
a
up?
video of a cat attacking me.
What?
So since that moment, I
That's
just
your-
have trust issues.
that's
with
your
cats.
kryptonite.
It's true.
That's the
I will go.
kryptonite.
I'll alligator wrestle if I have
She's
to.
not afraid of a shark.
Not
But a
for
cat,
shark. Bear, moose,
But cats.
cats. They may mess
I
with
mean,
no
I
cats.
like them, but
Yeah.
it takes me a long time
they
to
don't
feel
like
comfortable.
you.
They don't like me.
Uh-oh.
I don't know
Do
why.
you ever laugh when they
feel
do
that
Because
something?
they know you can
aggressive
wrestle a
spirit.
shark.
Yeah, they feel that aggressive
Yeah.
spirit.
You ever laugh when they do something stupid?
Oh yes, of
Of
course.
course.
Yeah.
All
You
the
like some
time.
good cat videos?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
let's do
All right.
this.
I got you something right here.
I'm getting out of here. No, you're not, bro.
I'm gonna do it.
You're not doing it.
I'm gonna do it.
Let him do it.
Here I
Oh, Lord, they're everywhere.
go. All the dogs came over.
What is this place with 32 animals?
So Faith, have you ever do you watch wrestling or anything at all?
Every now and then.
I don't really
Not-
watch it all.
Did she say every now and then?
Every now and then, maybe she might. You know,
Hey!
do you know who Charlotte Flair is? Do you know who Charlotte
I
Flair
do
is?
not.
Okay, that's
Is it
Ric
Ric
Flair's,
Flair's
daughter.
daughter?
Yeah. You kind of remind me a little bit of a younger version of her. Now she does like this weird black-eyed makeup where if you were to look up now,
There's
he says-
nothing weird about you,
He
Faith.
says,
You
he
better
says I
watch
look
your
like
mouth.
that.
She
Yeah,
could
I'm just
throw
saying,
you
yeah.
down.
Yeah, I don't mean to
You could be
offend
body
the superstar.
slammed.
I'm just saying. I think
I am too.
I think that if shark wrestling and bear wrestling and moose wrestling ever gets old, professional wrestling,
I would do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, kind of a little bit, maybe a bit.
Minus the weird.
Yeah, minus
stuff.
the weird
Yeah.
eye stuff.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
a smidge.
Yes.
Just a smidge.
There
I
you go.
haven't watched
You got the
professional
blonde
wrestling.
hair.
I got the
Yeah.
blonde. That's
I
what
haven't-
got going.
You can wrestle a shark.
I haven't watched professional wrestling in a while, but
Okay,
I
she doesn't have the weird eye
huge
things there.
Yeah, huge
Yeah.
fan of Ric Flair, and that's his daughter. So I mean,
Gotcha.
I had no idea his daughter started wrestling.
yeah. Well, I hate to say it, but Ric Flair has like a lot of kids. So you have as many kids as Ric
One
Flair
of them's
has.
bound
One of
to.
them's bound to do something with it. So,
I didn't know that either.
Yep.
Yep.
Ric Flair has a kid
Shady
in every
Pat.
state, I think.
He's been everywhere.
You know, he hangs out in Atlanta a lot because he has a house outside of Atlanta, and I've always wanted to go and
Just show
meet
up.
him. Yeah, just meet him. Just
Hey,
say, show up to Ric Flair's
what's
house.
up? I'm here.
Ric Flair, I got your daughter. Faith, just stand in the background and wave. Be like, oh, hanging out, huh? Hey, man, I'm coming to your house, right?
I'll do black eyeliner that
Yeah,
day.
There it is.
Now
I'll
we're
do
talking.
it.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, it'll be great. I
Got
just really want to meet Ric Flair. Like that's the goal. Is your goal is to punch sharks? My goal is to meet an old
Meet Ric Flair.
old dying wrestler.
Yes. That wore robes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
What did he say, Steve-O? Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Yeah,
Is
two
that-
claps and
Give me
Ric
2
Flair.
claps and Ric Flair. Woo!
Yeah.
That's great.
You
I
love
got it.
that.
I love that. I'm gonna have to
Changing
use
your
that.
life.
Youth group is gonna hear some of that.
Yeah.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair, and then I
You're
gotta know.
mid
and-
preaching. You're going to
they're-
start doing that. It's great.
And Jesus
Love it.
came
There he
and
is.
has saved us from our sins. Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
There he is.
Woo! Oh man,
Man, he
Oh,
is.
the legend. Of course, he looks really
Old.
old now.
Yeah.
But like in the white with the Intercontinental Championship, right? That's not the Intercontinental. That's the World Heavyweight.
Yeah.
And the white feathered right there Oh man, that's the Ric Flair I knew, the classic, just in shape. Really. Now he looks so bad. He looks so old.
He is aged.
Yeah, he's just so old.
So much.
I love Ric Flair though.
Bless his heart. He's still wrestling. Look at that. I passed out twice. That's what the
yeah. And there I am.
There he is. All right.
The old soldier.
He's back. So what we're about to do is called Buzzer Beater, and we're going to tell people where they can find us when the show's not here. There it is. So you're going to do Facebook. You're going to do Instagram. Fake.
Sweet.
Steven, you do whatever you want.
I just remember we're supposed to have another guest, weren't we?
We were, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Fate showed up, and she was more than enough.
Well, thank you.
She was awesome. So you were supposed to have a compadre with
I
you.
was.
Who was this compadre?
Kelsey.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Kelsey?
don't know?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you could have.
Kelsey.
That's right.
Kelsey's a good person.
See? There you go. Do
I was
you
about
know
to
what
say.
number she wore?
24.
Y'all put me on the spot one more time.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Please don't hurt me.
Yeah, she will. Yeah.
Just don't put me on the spot.
You ever
again.
seen that SNL skit
Yes,
where
ma'am.
they have
Kelsey Davis.
Kelsey Davis.
She was supposed to be here with you.
We were good friends. We always joked around the whole time.
Were or are?
Well, are.
Okay.
Are.
Okay.
She
But
fed her
especially during.
She fed her to a shark.
I had to
She couldn't
redirect him
redirect it.
somehow.
She got mad because we went swimming the sharks.
Never saw her
Shark
again.
didn't do what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
I never
It's a
saw
bad
her
day.
again. Oh well.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
Third friend I've lost that way this year. Oh well. I'll have other friends.
Hey, on another note, you want to go shark swimming, man?
Faith, you're the bravest person I ever met. I tell you.
Here we go.
The Buzzer Beater.
All right, that sound lets you know where you can find us when this show's over, because we don't live here except for Steven.
Yeah, Steven lives here under the desk.
He does.
With a pillow and a blanket.
Yes. So why don't you tell them where they can find us?
On Facebook at Varsity Radio Show.
On Instagram at Varsity Radio Show.
Steven?
Twitter at Varsity Radio 885 and on TikTok, Varsity Radio Show.
And podcasts everywhere. We're everywhere.
All
We're at
all over
Apple
the place.
Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. Okay, we are everywhere, and we are so glad that you joined us today.
This was great.
We want to tell you about the fuel of the Varsity. We call it Charburger. They're the home of the famous Char Grill, Wildcat
Mwah.
Burger, Philly cheesesteak,
Mwah.
and
Delicious.
jumbo crispy onion rings. And then
Delicious.
there's B&B Video Games, the
Yep.
80 Saw Arcade with a video game retail store in the front, like my friend over here calls it, the mullet of Marshall County.
Business
right?
in the front,
Party in the back. All right,
That's
so
beautiful.
Yeah.
there it is, right? So hey, we are about to go to our Christmas season, so we will see you back in a few weeks. But we are so glad that you joined us.
Yes.
You are part of our family.
It was
this
so
year.
fun. It was just so
88.5
fun.
JFM, the Varsity Radio Show. Come on back.
Love y'all.